Guys, what's going on? What is going on? I hope everything's going well. I really do, you know? But boy, oh boy, today, guys, do we have a banger of a topic, right? And guys, we all know, all these chicks, they claim that there's this sisterhood where they're strong and independent, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
So guys, let's be honest, these 304s hate each other, right? Guys, a woman's worst enemy is always another woman. And yes, guys, Keyshawn says they treat each other like trash. Yes, guys, the men's hockey team schooled Canada. I actually probably cover that in a video. How the men want to go to the White House, right? And the women don't. Please. Guys, women's hockey's a joke anyways. You know what I'm saying? And this one TikToker's like, hey, I wonder when you see the women play the men, man. They wouldn't even last 5 minutes out there. They get crushed. Absolutely crushed. Kelvin, how you doing, my friend? Let's see. Snowboard's here. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? It's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. Hit the like button on the way in, all right? It's good to see you, Steve.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Jeremy's here. Yorgi, what's up, man? Greece is in the house, man. What is going on? What is going on, my friend? It's good to see you.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. And these Shields boys.
Guys, yeah, these women hate each other, right? You know? And guys, let me Memphis, how you doing? Julia, how you doing? Montreal is here. Let me see. Yeah, you know, guys, here. I'm gonna drop the link early, right? Let's do that. Guys, anyone who wants to call in, especially in the workplace, if you want to share a story of these chicks coming at each other, cutting each other's cut each other off at the kneecaps. Because guys, these chicks can't stand each other. They really can't. Jubilee, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, guys. So we're gonna talk about the workplace. We'll talk about just in general. We'll talk about how, guys, when polled, the majority of women would rather work for a man. Isn't that nuts, guys? Isn't that insane? Right? Because how many times have you heard, oh yeah, cisgender hetero white men, they ruin everything. So I'm gonna go into a predominantly female field. It's gonna be awesome. And we're all gonna share tampons, and our cycles are gonna match up. It's gonna be awesome. Then they start working with all women and realize
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Absolutely insane. What a joke, guys! This is why you do jobs like freaking snowboard. He's outside climbing trees, and not a broad inside.
I've never worked with women.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me do this real fast. What's this going on? What's my chair here? Hold on. There it is. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Don't. It's a mess, guys. It's an absolute mess. You know? Guys, here's the thing. Put a 1 if you agree, guys. The only reason why they even need HR is because they let women into the workplace, right?
Yeah.
Dead ass. Every
Full
time
resources.
I've ever worked in a predominantly male job, we didn't even need HR because all of us went there to do our job and go home. The only time where we had a problem with another dude is if he was creating more work for the rest of us. If he was late, if he was drunk on the job, if he was I don't know. He was one of those beta male girly dudes
Yeah.
that was trying to make clicks and stuff. Guys, come on, man. Guys, put a 1. Well, no, put 2 1s. If you've ever worked with some effeminate bozo that was gossip like a chick, how are you gonna gossip like a chick? Oh, hey guys, Secret doing this and he's that. Just hating, just causing just discord, just causing drama with men. Absolutely insane. Who was saying something?
I used to work with a punk like that tried to yeah. So yeah, you're right. I've only dealt with stuff where all my life just one punk, but the other 2 times HR was women in their BS, but just one punk.
Yeah. Guys, here you go. We'll watch this first, and then we'll look at some news stories, and then we'll hold on. Look at this, guys. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Watch.
You might be wondering, is there such thing as female bullying?
Of course there is.
Why wouldn't there be?
Because, guys, these society has been brainwashed into thinking that women poop roses. You know what I'm saying? They don't think that women do anything wrong ever. The idea of you saying that women are actually just as aggressive, just as evil as men, but they don't have the physical strength to do so. I mean, to act out in the same way men do, right? To even say that is,
how dare you?
You know what I mean?
As in, isn't bullying the same for both males and females? Well, we're here to tell you that gender does play a role in the dynamics of bullying. And it's undeniable that it manifests differently due to social conditioning and gender roles. The strategies of a female bully are often more passive and indirect compared to their male counterparts.
And that's why female bullying is actually worse, guys. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that it's actually worse. Because us guys, if there's some dude talking mess, eventually they're going to fight. You know what I'm saying? But women, there is no recourse because oftentimes they don't fight. And then now with social media, it never stops. Guys, back when we were young, right? Snowboard, Secret, Larry, Julia. We all know that one girl who transferred to a different high school because she was being bullied. You know what I'm saying? Right? She's being bullied, so her parents transferred her to another high school. Now, but there was no social media to keep it going, So they could just reinvent themselves. But now it never stops. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, it never stops. That's why you see a lot of younger girls are, having a lead lunch, if you know what I'm saying. It's sad. It really, really, really is,
Which are often more aggressive and violent in nature.
Look at how they portray the male was that demon wolf thing.
Yeah.
And this is just like some little... I don't even know what
tactics are just as lethal. Much like a poison that's slipped into your drink when you're not looking. The tactics of a female bully can go undetected until the damage is done slowly over time. In this video, we'll be discussing the common strategies used by females who engage in bullying and why gender shapes these patterns of behavior. Our mission at Psych2Go is to empower and enlighten our viewers with begin unpacking the 3 most common signs of female bullying and what it all means. Number 1, social exclusion. Social exclusion, also referred to as relational aggression, is probably one of the most familiar tactics of female bullying. You could even say that social exclusion is the very foundation.
Yep, making clicks, right? Right, guys? There are chicks who these 3 will hate each other's guts, but click up just because the one thing that they agree on is that they hate this chick more.
Foundation of successful female bullying, because that's where it usually starts. And of course, the drama almost always occurs behind your back.
Yep.
From gossip to smearing your reputation, women who engage in this behavior have to effectively convince others that you are problematic in some way. They have to ostracize you first before you're slowly alienated from the rest of your peers. You can see this strategy at play in school, the workplace, and any other groups of aggressive remark when we hear one. Aggression. We all know a
passive aggression, aka a woman's nuclear option, right, guys? What a joke. What a joke.
passive-aggressive remark when we hear one, such as, "Wow, nice outfit. Looks great for your body type." Or, "Congrats on that."
Hey, guys,
I'm gonna use that myself.
hey, that's how you get chicks as a guy.
Yeah.
That guys, that's one thing Tom Likas said, and this isn't on some pickup artist stuff, but if you do passive aggressiveness, like backhanded compliments to chicks, I don't know why, but it worked. It's so weird, right? You'll be like, yeah, you're pretty cute. I don't usually like redheads. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, because all the other guys are trying to kiss their ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just, guys, women are demons, aren't they? They're total demons, man. What is going on?
Getting good grades this semester. That's so surprising. You get the picture. These sneaky indirect attacks.
Hit the like button, guys. We're at 130 people in here, guys. We're at 31 likes. So stop. Take a second. Please hit the like button, guys. We hit 100 likes in 37 minutes. That's the record. So, guys, let's stop and beat the record today, okay?
Are ones we all know too well. And sometimes they even come from our sisters, mothers, and close friends.
See? They all hate each other, guys. See? Told you.
Yep.
Your mom, your sister, your aunties, right? All the time. All you hear is,
I'm gonna kill you, you I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch!
But what is the
I
official
would say
definition of
aunts are some of
passive
the most
aggression?
insidious
course.
family members,
Guys,
especially
guys.
ones that do not have kids are insidious to
guys,
all genders.
so my girl, her mom is hella cool, but she was a stay-at-home mom for years and years and years. Because my girl's dad, did really, really well for himself, So, but my girl's aunt is a nurse, strike one, right? Married some Gomer that's been disabled for like the last 25 years, so he doesn't even really work, right? Strike two, and then they have a son who's a total beta male, strike three. You know what I'm saying? But she's been had this passive aggressive hatred towards my girl's mom for decades because of the life that my girlfriend's mom got to live while she was working as a nurse and basically being the breadwinner. It's ridiculous, man.
It means denoting or pertaining to a personality type or behavior marked by the expression of negative emotions in passive, indirect ways, such as plausible deniability.
Of course.
What? I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't know what you're talking about. This phrase is probably familiar to most of us. After being
AKA gaslighting, right, guys?
on the receiving end of toxic behavior, the bully turns around and denies everything.
Of course.
And they're often successful at doing so because the behavior wasn't overt.
Because people give women the benefit of the doubt, right, guys? They always give women the benefit of the doubt.
And direct. So you can't prove it. Sometimes it even leaves victims questioning if they're overreacting or
gaslighting,
imagining it. Dr. K explains, the majority of victims don't even feel like they're victimized. They don't even realize that they are the victims of some form of aggressive behavior.
Exactly. Because there were women and they can't really think straight, obviously, right? But guys, hold on. Let's do this. Oh, guys, if this is copyright and has to be clipped out of the live later on, it was talking about gaslighting, passive aggressiveness, and what was the first one? Oh, and social isolation.
Exclusion.
So, yeah.
Hearing all of this, I think male bullying is a lot easier to resolve, right? Because
exactly.
It's right there in front of you. And I'll tell you a story. I migrated to the U.S. when I was 12 years old, and I remember my first bully.
You immigrated.
Yes, immigrated. Yes, correct.
I was gonna say that's a different word now than migrated. Don't make us ice baby your ass.
You're one jacked up comment away.
The point I'm trying to make. My first bully, Lenny Harris, he used to bully me with DMX songs, and I didn't have a very good grasp of the English language. And I literally fist fought him. And 2 weeks later, after I threw fists at him, I lost the fight. Mind you, I lost the fight. 2 weeks later, he taught me how to play basketball. We're still friends.
Yeah.
That was 30 years ago.
Yeah. When I was, had my speech impediment, but it was worse when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And then there was only like 33 black kids in my entire high school, and then I had a big afro too. So we would get in fights, and all the dudes I whooped, we were like friends afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it just was what it was. You know what I mean? Like, what women did, they just tear each other to absolute shreds. Guys, hold on. We have a couple news stories here. Hold on. No, guys, look at this.
This week.
So this one's actually about misogyny, right? Guys, they still have this tired narrative that it's men doing this. Guys, the only time, I'm not gonna even watch these old biddies say anything. The only time that men have an issue is when women come into our spaces and want to change the space instead of adapting to our space. They expect the space to adapt to them. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, here, let's break some news, guys. Check this story out. Guys, watch this.
Tonight, the former NASA engineer whose sexual assault case was dropped days before trial is now suing the city of Houston and the women who accused him.
Let's go. Look at that, guys. So they put him in jail for SA, and all the cases got dropped because there was no evidence. And now he's suing everybody.
City boy! City boy!
Let's go, dude. Is that Undead Chronic in here? Undead Chronic, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Guys, but look at this. Watch.
Eric Sims is his name. He claims Houston police falsely arrested him, and the women lied to get him prosecuted.
He's now seeking damages and a jury trial. KPRC2's Jae Won-jung broke the story this afternoon. She's at the federal courthouse after digging through the lawsuit.
Good. Get that money.
The criminal case is behind him, but Eric Sims says the
Asian chick has some DSLs, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I give her the old heave ho. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Damage.
You got married
isn't.
to me, though.
Now
You
the
have to change your last name to Hung. Oh!
NASA engineer is asking a federal jury to decide what that cost him. 39-year-old.
You're gonna
Look at this guy.
No, guys, but he's an engineer and he's Asian. You're gonna mess with this guy, bro? It'd be different if it was Nug or some white dude. You know what I'm saying? Some Cletus trailer trash. But you're gonna mess with this guy? You don't think I think he's Korean. You don't think he has lawyers in his family, bro? Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have a demon lawyer.
Yeah.
Accused of sexually assaulting
Plus,
several
he
women.
got a little bit of swagger.
Mm-hmm.
Now suing Houston police and the women who accused him. KPRC2 obtained a copy of the 57-page lawsuit filed in federal court on Wednesday, claiming police violated his rights and the women conspired and lied to get him prosecuted. Kimberly Lau is the attorney representing Sim.
This case represents an egregious miscarriage of justice.
Sim was arrested back in February 2024. Authorities said he used dating apps like Hinge, East Meets East, and OkCupid to meet women and pretend he wanted a serious relationship with them before sexually assaulting them.
What?
Former Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg said at the time there could even be more victims overseas.
His
What?
predatory behavior
Dude, look,
this chick.
If she's the DA, you're cooked. Guys, hey, anyone that's over 35, what was that ugly broad in the 80s? His name, Janet Reno. You guys remember her? Secret.
Yep, I remember her.
Who was she again? She was
the OJ trial.
Yeah. No, wait. Hold on. Is that the person I'm thinking about? Janet Reno.
I think she was.
General. No, she was the U.S. Attorney General. Yeah, that's who this broad looks like. Look. One of the ugliest women on
like
God's green earth. Guys.
Lesbians.
Guys, we have 167 people. Guys, take a second, hit the like button, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes, all right, guys. But yeah, guys, if you're in the courtroom, her name is Og, for Christ's sake. Kim Og. I mean, come on.
Victims in these cases.
His case was set to go to trial in February 2025, but just 2 days before trial, under the new DA, Sean Tier, his charges were dropped. Prosecutors stating there wasn't enough evidence.
They were sitting on exonerating evidence of Mr. Sim from day one.
Sim's lawsuit claims detectives ignored contradictions in witness statements and—
You don't say. Are you trying to say that there's cops and women who were lying to keep a man in jail or with SA charges? No, you don't say.
failed to turn over evidence to prosecutors that could help clear him.
Sounds like Kamala Harris was in charge.
He also claims the women created a group chat and conspired to get him.
Wow.
Look at that, guys.
Wow. That's insane.
Police.
So for those who actually went forward and filed complaints and provided these false statements, yes.
Now Sim wants relief for what he describes as damages to his reputation, future career prospects, and emotional distress. In a statement to KPRC2, Sim said in part, quote, "The last few years of my life have been scarred by a Justice Department that was meant to protect me, turned against me."
In downtown Houston, Jaewon Jung, KPRC.
Well, here's the thing. We already know what this is all about. And so at the end of the day, so we all heard the same. Don't hate.
Sorry. Keep going.
Only on two.
Sorry, guys.
So
sorry.
We've all heard the saying, "Don't hate the player, hate the game."
Yeah.
Well, I call cap because I'm like, don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Learn to play the game better.
Yeah.
And they're upset because he said what they wanted to hear to let him. He said what they wanted him to. He told exactly what they wanted to hear to get exactly what he wanted. And then when they couldn't lock him down, because what I said before, you can kind of tell.
But
this
Secret,
is like the Chad Asian.
They're all smarter than us. They all have
exactly.
have women's intuition. Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
This is all about that retroactive consent. So now, and that's what makes. So here's the thing, we got. I always say, women love conditional. Women don't love unconditionally; they love conditionally. And so the minute they couldn't lock him down, this is their version of retroactive consent.
Yeah. Yep. This is them getting pissed off because they got played by friggin'
Asian Chad,
long dong there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Long Wang.
Yep.
So
This time he had the Chinese finger trap.
Oh.
You point the finger, it gets sucked in more.
To defend itself from a new lawsuit filed by a former NASA engineer who was charged with sexually assaulting multiple women.
Yeah, it was big news last year when all charges against Eric Sim were dropped.
At least there's some news when the charges got dropped, right?
Yeah.
Because guys, Long Duke Dong. David. Guys, we always know that there's all this media once you get arrested and you go to, but there's never media once the guy is either found not guilty or the charges are dropped.
And now he claims he was falsely accused and that police knew about it but moved forward with the case anyway.
ABC 13's Luke Jones joins us.
His name is No Fat Hole.
Luke. He's suing some of his accusers as well.
Yeah, he's saying those women engaged in a year-long abuse of the criminal justice system, which he says severely damages the credibility of, quote, true victims. But victim advocates say the lawsuit itself could have a chilling effect and prevent victims from speaking out.
And there it is, guys, right? Oh, well, if this guy actually gets justice, it could scare off real How? How? Do you guys see? This is the same argument that they made about the mandatory paternity test laws. Oh, well, it could increase domestic DV. Well, how about you not be a dirty, nasty 304 who freaking invites Nug over and then and then you pin the baby on Poindexter. Think about how insane that is. To say that if there's mandatory DNA test, men could just lash out and it would be unjust towards women. How about you just not be a lying, nasty, dirty 304? Look at that.
He did.
Or better yet, marry before you carry.
Exactly.
He's riding high.
Thou will let the hoe do the first move. The art of war.
NASA Johnson style. Is a NASA engineer, and no shortage of love interests. That life came crashing down in 2024 when he was charged with 7 counts of sexual assault and subsequently fired from his job.
Look at that.
Those charges were dismissed a year later.
Once we got to the point where we determined we couldn't prove the cases, we did what's right and dismissed them.
Today,
he thinks that they did
a year late.
This guy's nuts were in a sling for friggin' a year. He imagine how scared he must have been. Imagine what their friends and family were all saying.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man.
Oh, hold on. Corbo 86 says, I think you're right with that dude. They were dealing with Asian Chad or Chang rather. Asian Chad, we call him Chang. That's hilarious. Yeah. Keep going.
So I think too many men and too many people underestimate how fragile freedom is and how quickly your world can get trapped upside down.
Yeah.
Because I've shared a couple of times in the past that I was charged. I was charged with something where there was plenty of evidence that I didn't do it, and I still got sentenced to 6 to 9 months in jail, even though there's clear cut, dry, even that I didn't do it. And so luckily, like I said, I had the resources to pay for good counsel, and I was able to get everything dismissed and get everything overturned. But with that being said, and so guys, be careful. When you're dealing with these people and everything like that.
Why was it monk mode passports, man? You can slang all you want in overseas, and what do they do? Sue you from Thailand? Sue you from Colombia? That's what I don't get about Shannon Sharp and all these dudes who want to slang it, bro. Slang it in Colombia. There is no court to freaking get you. What are you doing? I just don't get it. So
Sims fighting back, suing the city of Houston, 2 Houston police detectives, and 4 of his accusers in federal court.
Extraordinary move or a necessary move?
Kimberly Lau is Sims' New York-based attorney who filed the suit, alleging all of Sims' sexual encounters were consensual, and that his accusers concocted the claims they were assaulted when they found out they weren't the only women in Sims' life.
See, he was Long Wang You know, Asian Chad, and they're pissed off.
Investigators found video of sexual encounters on Sim's electronic devices, as well as a spreadsheet with 437 names of women he allegedly had sex with.
Piping
One
down.
woman told police she thought she'd been drugged prior to an assault.
Please.
And that she contracted an STD.
Yeah, right.
In his lawsuit, Sim claims Houston police detectives prepared false probable cause affidavits.
They were aware of inconsistencies in the stories that they were being told.
Someone says, I ain't to hurry up and be his friend because he's going to be a multi-millionaire. Look at that.
And withheld evidence from the DA's office exonerating Sim, including a video of one accuser admitting her relationship with Sim was consensual.
Look at that.
Police authorities had possession of that evidence for a year. What happened here was a miscarriage of justice.
While the charges were dropped, Amy Smith with the Harris County Domestic Violence Coordinating Council says that doesn't...
of course. Of course. Of course. Guys, look at this hippopotamus.
Well.
Absolute clown world. Guys, nothing good can come from this demon's mouth. Nothing. Nothing.
I mean, the accusers weren't being truthful.
You kind of have to go back to, like, what is consent? What is consent?
The first three, 4 words out of her mouth is foolishness, right, guys? Guys, stop. Hit the like button, please. You know what I'm saying? I call the like button the 304 button because it's free and easy. So guys, hit the 304 button. I really appreciate that.
Mean. And, you know, consent is different for each individual.
Look at that.
Sim's lawsuit.
And that's why you leave these 304s alone, guys. That's why you leave these 304s alone.
Could make sexual assault survivors think twice about coming forward.
To go through the process.
So to hell with his with the fact that he got fired, that he had his name slandered, right? To hell with that. What a joke, guys. What an absolute joke.
As far as they've gone through the process and then have someone sue you for it, it's scary. It is a scary thing to happen.
But then you better make damn well sure that those charges are legit.
But what's more scarier than the loss of your freedom and possibly spending years behind prison?
Secret. Not even that, though. Because remember, guys, there's 2 different court systems, right? Guys, put a 1 if you agree. There's the regular court and there's a court of public opinion. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter. If you're not guilty, the charge are dropped. That court of public opinion is already decided. Anytime that you Google this guy's name, you are going to see arrested for SA.
But this also brings up another important point. Gentlemen, when they say you have the right to remain silent, take advantage of it because nothing you say can or will be used to exonerate you.
That's true.
They even tell you everything you say, anything will be used against you.
Yep, that's true. Guys, let's look at this really fast. And then we will go to Reddit really fast. And then we'll go to these broads actually like agreeing with us, right? So let's see here. Here we go.
Damn.
I know she can get it on.
Lives, it can be hard for women to get the same opportunities as men. But it's not just men who create barriers. Researchers say sometimes it's women.
Sometimes, huh? Guys, a woman's worst enemy is always another woman. Period.
Women business owners in Philadelphia work the room. Behind each laugh and smile is
And guys, the moment that they turn around and go to their friends, they're talking trash about each other, right? Guys, think about these networking events. All they're trying to do is see who has more expensive shoes on, whose business makes more, or whatever. And then they all go home and call their friends and family. And guys,
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch.
That's all they do, right? Men can walk into a room and say, look, I might hate this son of a bitch. This guy might have a smotsy tattoo, This guy might have the Confederate thing. This other guy might be whatever. But if we can make money, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing Top G said that I think was really good. Racism is for poor people, guys. You really think a Nigerian billionaire, a white billionaire, a French billionaire, and a Saudi billionaire are in a room saying, "I'm not going to do business with said guy because of his skin color or his religion"? No. They make that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, they wouldn't want each other's sons and daughters marrying each other, obviously. But they'll get that money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
Opportunity to connect and grow.
There are opportunities to create team. We have team right here.
But Hope Felcher-Horwitz says she wasn't always supported this way. At an old job, she says another woman and her female conspirator forced her out.
I thought she was on my team, and I couldn't believe when I found out that the two.
You guys know how I said that redheads are either gorgeous or they're gargoyles. Well, we all know which category this one falls into. Guys, Canadian Spider-Man, what's going on, my friend?
Them had been ganging up on me.
It's nothing new. A 2014 survey by Workplace Bullying Institute found when women bully, their target is another woman 68% of the time.
Look at that, guys. I told you. There you go, guys. But it's always us men's fault. It's always the patriarchy, clown world, right?
For some reason, in my experience, women don't always support women.
Alexandra Eidenberg, who owns an insurance company, thought she'd get a fair shake from a female-owned business. They praised her proposal, but passed on her anyway.
We're not moving forward with you because you're a mom. And it kills me because they had every opportunity to empower another woman and chose not to.
The fewer women around, the worse it can get. A 2012 George Mason University study showed when a workplace has few women, those women help each other less.
Women are less supportive of other women in conditions where they're both underrepresented in a workplace and feel that there are only a few opportunities for advancement.
Mazda Miles, an event organizer from Drexel Hill, says she's seen it happen in corporate life.
You know that,
a
guys?
lot of times it was like, this is my only shot.
Gee. Her name is Mazda.
I know, my
God. Mazda
man.
Miles. And guys, come on now. You guys, I think with this one, there's probably a reason why all the other chicks were ganging up on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Guys, B-dubs, they're always causing problems. They're always causing trouble. Always. Dante said.
Yeah. Well.
You know what her middle name is? Navajo! Mazda Navajo Miles!
And so you are now, my enemy. You are now my competition, and it's unfortunate.
And when they support you, they're fabulous. And when they don't, it's high school and get out of the way.
These women say they're dedicated to being grown-ups who grow business for everyone.
I've been in business for 45 years now. It has changed a lot, and it's getting better.
You're rising above. And
Jesus, look at guys. These are the types of chicks who own businesses because they kind of have to, right? You know what I'm saying, guys. We all know, guys, that like I know guys who are fathers, or there are girls who straight up told me that like their dad told basically said, look, dear, like you're gonna have to go to college. But what about my sister? Well, she's the pretty one. I told you guys now, my ex from back in college, right? I would just straight up tell her, like, hey, look, you're like not that smart. Like why do you always think you are? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I am smart. Guys, she was hot, right? She's like a 9 out of 10, right? But so I was at her parents' house for Thanksgiving, and I was like, yeah, she says dumb stuff and thinks she's smart. She's like, I am smart. And her dad's like, dear, no, you're not, but you don't have to be because you're pretty. That was her own dad. He was like, you've never had to be smart because you're really pretty,
That's a based father.
Oh, so Mark Walk says men don't need to understand women. Women understand women, and they hate each other. Yep. Quote Al Bundy, right? Yeah. Thanks for the 1999, my brother. I appreciate that.
You are scaring the hoes.
Let me check the likes, guys. We're at 74 likes, guys. Let's try and hit 100 here quick, guys. We have 255 people here, guys. Stop. Take a second. Hit the like button. That's the 304 button, guys. It's free. It's easy. And it deserves to be hit.
You're bringing someone with you.
And researchers say women who avoid helping other women often do it unconsciously. They might fear the competition or worry that helping another woman could jeopardize their status. Now,
do you see how they're victimizing them? Mm-hmm. They're taking the accountability away from them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, they forgive them, Lord. They know not what they do. Please. Come on, man.
But you see, AJ, a chick like that has no choice but to become the man she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see how they counteracted themselves in the same sentence? Oh, they're doing it unconsciously, but they also know that it might hurt their position at work. That means it's a conscious decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're saying, oh, well, they're doing it unconsciously. So a woman can't be bad and have a vindictive thought.
She's
it's
got
just
a job to do and be a
this is British, so I don't think it's copyright because all of their stuff is publicly funded. But hold on. I think there's one more about bullying. Hold on. Let's see here. Look at this.
All right, now to a trending story. 2 Houston women are facing.
Damn. Snowboard. I'll go left and you go right. No, here. I'll go right and you go left.
Yeah, I want the B-dub more.
Look at that.
A pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
A wave of hate after they were labeled the mean girls in a video of them appearing to mock an influencer for taking a selfie.
It happened during a ring night of the Astros game over the weekend. The video is going viral. Our Daniela Guzman is in the newsroom with more on what happened to the so-called mean girls at that game.
Other than all the makeup caked on her face. Let's just and the spray painted her.
Have you seen this video? Take a look right here. It has way over 43 million views on. But first, let's take a look at how this all started.
What do they have? Obama phone or what are they filming this on? Yeah. What is going on here?
Okay, feeling my Spice vibes. Criminally offensive side-eye starts recording me.
Well, you can see in the video right there, the girls look at Jackie's camera. They give her the middle finger, and then they stick their tongues out, shout lame, and they make faces behind her. Jackie says in the video that she was feeling self-conscious after realizing that the two were talking about her.
Please. You set up your freaking tripod at an Astros game.
Yeah.
Did they want to be on camera? No. This is main character syndrome, and they're making her out to be the victim. Get the
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, come on. We gotta talk about this. Hold on. They're serious? They're trying to make this girl out to be a victim. You're filming yourself at a baseball game. You're posing, you're acting like a total turd, and then you're mad that people who are in your shot and don't want to be filmed are flipping you the bird and acting. Come on, man. They're bullying me.
This reminds me of the broads that set men up as to supposedly become gym creeps.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. Let's hit the like button, guys, because we're almost at 100 likes. Guys, we had 300 people in here a second ago. Guys, make sure to stop and hit the like button, please.
Comments are calling the two Astros mean girls and condemning their behavior. Some users took it a little bit further, tried to track down and reveal the identities of the women featured in this video. Well, one of them...
they're laughing their asses off. No,
they do look like trash, though. They do look like...
What I'm saying is, I think more that it's the fact that she's filming herself.
Yeah.
That she's like, oh, I'm so awesome. And they're like, they can see themselves in the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, they are making fun of her. But this whole thing, is just, she's probably screaming to her audience or whatever. It's like, you're not special. Who are you? You know what I mean?
Israeli Madrigal has apologized for her actions. Talking to Instagram, she said, quote, I take full responsibility for my behavior, and I want to...
I'm not apologizing at all, man. Kiss my butt.
Express my sincere regret for the pain and the suffering that I caused. She also mentions that she wants to, quote, do everything in my power to make amends. And she continues on TikTok to say, please stop being so hateful to my family, my friends, and myself. As of right now, it is still unclear if Madrigal made amends with Jackie, but that video clip has gone mega viral on social media. Jackie has not posted.
Who cares? Right?
Sounds like that video was a real hoe run. Oh!
I think she needs to make amends via scissors.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, guys, look at this. She set up her tripod here.
Yep.
And she's like filming herself. And it's like, dude, really? Seriously? Man, I'd have been talking mess too, you know? So hold on, guys.
I'm actually going to start doing those chicks in the back did next time I see someone doing that.
Hold on, guys. Let's do this. One more. And then we'll watch. Here you go.
Equality in the workplace is certainly an uphill battle for many women. So it may come as a surprise that more than 80% of women don't want to work for another woman. Well, why?
80% of women don't want to work for women. Guys, they hate each other. They hate each other, guys. And they blame us men, the patriarchy, because they always call it internalized misogyny and always try and make us the villain. It's an absolute joke, guys. What a joke. Guys, hit the like button, guys. We're almost at 100 likes.
You know, the crazy thing is,
hold on. Guys, anyone who wants to come on up, guys, hit the StreamYard link, please. That's actually pinned at the top. And yeah, you were saying, Larry.
No, I'm saying it's a weird thing when, they blame men all the time. But anytime you have a situation where you remove the man from the situation and only women are involved, it gets exponentially worse. Like you did a whole thing about lesbians and how awful they are to each other and what a failure that kind of a relationship is. As soon as you take a man out of the equation and you just leave them to their devices, it all blows apart.
But here's the thing, Larry, they'll still find a way to blame us for lesbian relationships. It's like there's no men in here, none. There hasn't been for a long time. That's why it smells the way it does.
It's pretty fishy. Yeah, it smells pretty fishy.
Try and find a way to blame us men and say that it's the patriarchy and all this foolishness. It's an absolute joke. Like what would they actually do if there was a?
Well, they could say the stud is embodying toxic masculinity. That's what they would say. But it's like, well, that's what you chose to have this within a woman. So, I don't know what to tell you. You want to actually see toxic masculinity? It's from these stud females, lesbians. They'll be the rudest, shittiest people you've ever met.
But you guys remember that I did a video on that chick that did an all female business, and then it failed within like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then she had to start hiring men like 6 months in, and things started getting better, like business wise. But then all the women started fighting over the men. Yeah, Kevin says that a woman's biggest ought is another woman. Facts. Yep.
Hey, Lucy Brogden joined us now to find out more. Good morning, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
This is fascinating research. Tell us about this study.
Well, my study was quite anecdotal. I was doing career coaching a couple of years ago with men and women, broad range of backgrounds. And when you're doing that work, you say to people, what's the next job look like? And I suddenly got struck by the number of women that could articulate the companies they wanted to work for, the type of work. And then consistently they'd say, oh, by the way, I don't want to work for another woman. So I started to track these numbers. I got to around 80%. I asked colleagues and they were getting similar numbers. And I knew that was, a small, not very scientific sample. But if you go to the literature, there's huge studies all replicating these findings. Gallup in the US has actually tracked this for 60 years, and we're still not shifting the data too much, which is really a shame.
It checks out with in workplaces I've been in. There have been huge schisms between female employees and female bosses, where it was pretty much an all-out Cold War. Like it was, not talking. Yep, not talking.
Do you know why, Lucy? Are there reasons given? Are they competitive with? There's issues of competitiveness, I think, certainly, and our stereotypes are quite primal. So I think it's really incumbent on women to continually check those. If we don't acknowledge,
all these chicks are all lesbians. Every single one of them.
behaviour, we can't change it. So new women coming into the workforce have to understand that just because they have a female boss, she's not their best friend. She's a boss. She's got a job to do and be a boss.
And one of the things that raised me, you remember the surgeon, Gabrielle McMullen, who blew the whistle on sexism in the medical industry. And she talked about how often when you have an industry where there is actually so male-dominated, that if a woman cracks through and actually makes it to the top level, it's so rare and they feel so sort of lucky to have gotten there that they will actively undermine other women coming through because they think, well, I've made it and I've got the spot for the woman and that's it. I'm going to cut everyone off at the legs.
In my experience, I've had one or two female bosses and I've always found them to be an ally and quite supportive. So that's been my experience. I haven't really found, maybe I'm...
Yeah, but you're like 580 years old. What are you talking about,
Against your findings, Lucy.
But she was working in one of those factories during World War II while the men... we're at war, you know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about?
You think that a woman leader needs to be sort of wise and supportive as well. And so perhaps, I don't know, as you say, once they get to that position, they become really protective of it. And the data does bear that out. And I think, I'm always mindful of Madeleine Albright's great comment, there's a special place in hell for women that don't look after other women.
I love that quote. Because I think as a woman...
Because we're supposed to support ourselves, guys, not... Please, guys, this is the thing, guys. You don't owe any other group anything. Guys, you cannot go, if you're black, like I am, if you're Asian, if you're, I don't know, a country dude, I don't know, you don't owe it to said group to represent them in said thing. You get what I'm saying? I can't say, well, as a black person, and my job is up to me to I'm obligated to carry the torch for black people. No, I am me. I'm going to go in. I'm going to work. The best thing that I can do for black people is be the best version of myself. Is be the most successful version of myself. Is be the best example. I'm not going to try and add this extra added pressure to be like, well, I got to represent the black community. Stupid to be, right? John says, help with the goal. Let's try and get 100 likes before 6. Yeah, guys, let's hit like. Oh, guys, we actually just hit 100 likes.
Nice.
I appreciate that, guys.
Awesome.
And guys, we've been on a roll. Like every single live since December, we've hit 100 likes. So thanks for the $5, my friend. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
Vintage with $1.99 says first time to help reach the goal. Hey, thanks for that, man. I appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Comes with a responsibility to look after other, women around you.
So instead of pulling that ladder up behind, as some women bosses do, I think it's really incumbent on all of us to look at our journey, acknowledge the struggles, and some women really sacrifice to get to their positions. Acknowledge that sacrifice, celebrate their success, but at the same time realise it's not actually character building to make the struggle the same for everybody. Make it easier.
Is there a difference in the different type of professions? Like, I know we're talking about, if there are fewer women in the workplace, perhaps the women who are there are more aggressive and they're also more protective of their position because there's not as many of them. Whereas
Well,
maybe
AJ, one problem is when they say they pull the ladder up behind them, the only thing they left is a pole. Oh!
Female-dominated professions, that would not be a problem because it's simply the norm. So don't have that.
Female-dominated professions have their own set of issues, and there's huge studies around nurses, particularly in the culture there and bullying.
Oh
there.
yeah, we all know nurses, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Interestingly, when you look at the bullying data, more women bully other women. Men are much more even-handed in their bullying targets. So there's some real behavioural things going on.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's surprising and disappointing. And I think
That surprises us, governor, because we used to blame the men. That's what we like to do in these stupid shows.
Yeah.
And we've got haircuts like lesbians. So we always blame the men because they're the bad guy, governor. Please. Come on, man.
as women and all people in a workplace, it goes back to David Morrison's great comment about the behaviour you walk past is the behaviour you accept. And he was talking at the very sinister level of sexual abuse in the workplace, but it comes right down to the small issues of bullying and behaviours that we just see that aren't right. So as female managers, we maybe need to check with each other and say, are you being as fair on all your team as you might be? I've noticed you giving some.
All right, guys, let's come here now. Look at this. Reddit. Why are women mean to other women? I have worked for 8 years in education. All my bosses have been female, and actually 98% of them have been really mean, competitive, and disrespectful. I've also found some favor men more than women, which is whatever, but it's really annoying being in 2024. I spoke to a friend today. She says she's having the same issues. I know men can be like this, guys. They always have to bring us up, right? But I'm finding it really hard. Where is this Women Support Women network? Do people wait? Who has experienced this? It's internalized misogyny and insecurity. Please, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Someone says women are meaner to other women, and you blame men. Classic. Facts. What a joke. What a joke. This person says, this is something that I had no idea about, but I can put a word into. Growing up, so her mom growing up was like this, was the only parent, so grew up being fed and learning stuff from what felt like a man's perspective because her mom was heavy on gender stereotypes. She's her mom's only daughter and seems to have only been directed towards me as her two brothers are nerds and are quiet. That's a whole lot of nothing. It's internalized misogyny. It sucks. I've only had one truly terrible female coworker. She hated other women. She'd rather hire a man who was wildly incompetent at the job than the most qualified female candidate. Look at that. My mother hates other women, including her daughter. She only loves her sons. She sounds smart to me, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother didn't love her daughter either, only her sons. You hear that? Well, she's Asian. My misogynistic female coworker had abusive parents and an abusive husband. She hated everybody. Look at that. Here we go. Why are women so much meaner to me than men? I'm a woman and dealing with other women, especially women older than me. They always critique me harder and ridicule me so much more than men. They can give me attitude but not liking the way that I look or dress. Uh-oh, guys, we all know what that means, right? Anytime she walks into the office, guys.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
You guys know that I've done multiple videos on these 304s who dress like whores at the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Red Door says she had a boss who was a psycho. Straight up psycho, man. Yeah. Let me see. She says, meanwhile, men are generally much calmer and chill. If I make mistakes, they don't try to hurt my self-esteem. They just help me out and encourage me, and they don't take everything personal. Why do women hate me so much? This chick says, I used to feel the same way. I grew up a bit of a tomboy and didn't know how to connect with other girls because I didn't feel like one of them. How much you want to bet that this person's a they, them now, you know? Let's see. But yeah, so guys, chicks hate each other. They're totally cooked. Oh, confirmation bias at work here or small sample size. Guys, how many? Guys, put a 1 in this chat if you've been at work and you and a dude got in like a yelling match. Not a yelling match, but you guys got in each other's face. I'm talking like if you were on the street, you know what I'm saying? Like you would have threw hands. But then I was like, oh my God, snowboarding Larry. Oh man, it was crazy. Larry got in snowboard's face because he messed up this part of the project, whatever. And then all of the women think, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. But then Monday happens. Larry and snowboard show, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? And they're like, wait, you guys are cool? Like, why would they not be cool? You know what I'm saying? Guys, think about how many times that we've been like playing Call of Duty or like playing a video game with our friend and he messes up. Like, you mother, now we lost. Dang it. But then, guys, what happens? You just go on to the next round, you know? So women take stuff personal. We don't.
You know what I noticed, AJ?
Yeah.
Like women complain a lot about like mansplaining and all that stuff. When they're saying, oh, they'd rather work for a man, they're pining for mansplaining.
Thank you.
Right?
But hold on, Larry, if I could just interrupt really fast. Think about how stupid this is. Larry, you flipped houses and you know a lot about investing. Imagine a woman comes up to you and your time is valuable, okay? Your knowledge is valuable. She comes up to you and you do her the favor of giving her your time, of giving her your knowledge, and then she has the balls to come at you and say, you're mansplaining this to me. It's like, he's doing you a favor. So he has to explain this to you in a way that makes you comfortable. Like, what do you talk? I'm not going to go to Warren Buffett, whose time is worth thousands and thousands of dollars a minute, and then be like, well, Warren, you got to understand I'm black, so you got to say this a certain way. That's ridiculous. What's the point then? Why even tell women things if they don't like? Do you see how narcissistic that is? They're asking you for a favor. They're asking you for your expertise. And not only do you have to give them your time for free, but you have to bend over backwards and tiptoe through the tulips. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Because I was watching this show, right? And these two chicks, it's a hospital show. And these two chicks are making this invention. And the head of the hospital, who's one of the top neurologists in the world, who's also done some device stuff, they come to him for his endorsement, right? And he goes, "This is actually a good idea. Matter of fact, you guys want to be partners?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And he goes, "Well, how about we do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and have you considered this?" And of course, they get up and one of them storms out, and then the other one's like, the guy's like, What'd I do? You don't understand that you were being sexist? He's like, I have a background in this, and I'm trying to give you guys ideas. Well, maybe you got to understand your privilege as a white man. It's like, he's one of the best neurologists on planet Earth. He's a multimillionaire. You came to him. You absolute dunderheads, and you have the balls to get mad at how he's helping you.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Don't help women. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. If your neighbor goes, "Hi, Mr. Snowboard, can you show me how to fix my sink?" No, because I'm like, you're mansplaining this to me. It's like, fine, just walk out.
Yeah, I've done that. Or what's really good, I've done this before, you kind of like start doing the project.
Guys, keep talking. I'll be back.
Yeah, you start doing some of the project like part of the way. And if they're complaining too much, you just walk right out in the middle of it, leave it halfway done. So you actually created a mess and then leave. Then they'll really be like, okay, why don't you just call another guy to do it? That works for working on cars and stuff like that. Okay, I'll just leave the tires off your car. You can fix your own brakes.
Well, the thing about these chicks is that they believe and feel that they're entitled to our knowledge, our resources, our protection, our provisioning. They think they're entitled to that, and that, you know, their presence is reward enough.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's the thing is though, guys, like it's part of male nature, right? Like what they're calling, you know, mansplaining or like what have you. Like that's kind of our nature. Men, when you know something, you have expertise in something that you've worked hard to acquire knowledge. It's generally, you know, it feels good to pass it on to somebody so that somebody else sees what you've seen and knows what you know. It's discovery. It's sharing a discovery, right? That's why men make such great coaches, right? It's one thing if I could drain a mid-range shot, right? It's another thing if I could do it and I could teach a 14-year-old kid, and now he's doing it. You feel like you feel proud of yourself and of them. It's a very male thing, and I think what it is women tend to not have that drive in them.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
What they have, they want to hold for themselves, you know. And what men have, what we have, this is what we keep talking about, right? We are not competing with younger men. We want to take what we have and we want to give it to them so that they could take what we have created and make a newer, better iteration of it and benefit even more than we did.
But Larry, we know that if all of us have a business, right? I mean, let's just say that all of us work for Snowboard. If we all do our job and we make the business grow, we're gonna all prosper. Oh, yeah. We can, all three of us hate each other. All four of us hate each other's guts. But if Snowboard's business thrives and we're his employees, he's gonna pay us more. You know what I'm saying? We're objective about things. So this person says, I've been a boss of 15 men for 4.5 years. Last year, why is men in quotations? It's odd. Last year, I acquired some females. She says, let's say this. Men are hilarious, love to have a good time, but they can be really, 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 really mean. No, they're not. To
I think
women, they think we're mean.
Teenagers for some.
No, Snowboard. You, guys, anyone who wants to join the Discord, guys, email me and I'll let you in. Guys, when we have after hours, how do we talk to each other in the Discord? Terribly. Women think that that's mean. We're not being mean. This is how men are to each other. That's how we are friendly to each other. We talk trash. We say, sexist and goofy, not sexist, but racist or stuff about each other based on different traits. And it's funny. It's funny. Guys, come on. That's how we are. Guys, think about some of the mean, goofy stuff that we say to our friends. And it's a joke, about each other's looks, each other's race, religion, all types. We bag on each other for everything, If somebody didn't fit in the group, they ragged on them until they quit their job. No, they ragged on them because they weren't productive and they were bringing everyone down. Lewis, even when what kind of men is she talking about? So she says that women fight because of jealousy. I had a young girl who worked for me that hated every time that we hired another young chick. So she constantly compared her work ethic to other girls, her looks, and her sense of humor. Wow. Anyways, guys, let's go here. Now, guys, let's go back to the female boss thing, right? Here we go.
Now that I'm working in a slightly more male-dominated field and I'm the only girl on the team, I definitely see how there's a difference between how men run things and how women run things. First, when it comes to a woman-dominated team, there's going to be a group chat filled with random GIFs, and then we're always going to be saying good morning or have a good evening. But on the male side, it's usually empty. Male team equals work talk only. We're not going to share like little silly gifs. We're a very straightforward team. Just get your work done, ask the questions you need. And if we're in the office and it's the end of the day, Irish goodbye out of there.
There you
When it
go.
comes to team meetings on the female side, the manager's going to have all the notes color coded. You're going to have a designated color assigned to you, and it's going to be very pretty and organized.
Micromanaged.
When it comes to the male side, you're going to get a Word document. Read it top to bottom. Here's your assignment. Here's the due date. Also, in a female-dominated team, they love their team bonding moments. So at my last job, we would have like a Friday game day where we played like a mini game together at the last hour.
You see? So wasting time. Time that they should have been working, they're having a game day. This is why you can't work with all women, man. And guys, they're doing all this team bonding, and they still hate each other's guts, you know?
Let me tell you that the guys aren't going to be doing that. It's more like, let's get our work done, or let's pretend that we're getting our work done and then just log off. Lastly, the lunchtime talks. I usually eat with the women, but from what I've heard, some of these male-dominated teams will have the most out-of-pocket locker room talks. Obviously, it depends on your team dynamic. Some of these tech bros don't have a lot of female attention, so they're a little unhinged. On the female side, my manager has definitely...
Oh, as if women's talk is any better. I guess, isn't it funny? This is a self-centered narcissism that's going on. Locker room talk. Men need to watch what they say about women when there's no women around. Hey, dum-dum. There's no women around. Why are you worried about what people are saying about someone who might look like you when there's no one around? As I have friends of mine who aren't black, I know probably drop N-bombs when I'm not around. Do I care? Do I care? There's no black people around. Guys, look at what we say about the English to Anonymous's face. Right? I mean, come on, guys. I do not care what people say when I'm not around.
It's none of his business.
That's thought crime. You have to watch what you say about said groups when there's none of them there. That's thought crime. If that's not 1980, I mean, if that's not Big Brother or Willie and stuff right there, I mean, come on, man. What a joke. Hey, guys, there's nothing worse than that beta male. Hey, secret. Hey, man, whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. You need to watch what you say about women, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, not cool. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Beta male.
What kind of beta male does that to another guy?
The guy who reported me to HR.
Ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. Those types of dudes, if it was medieval times or like the 1800s, man, shoot. Let's just say they wouldn't be long for this world.
About how we didn't hire someone because they're a male, but that's obviously a joke.
Oh, it's a joke when she says it, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
She turned her comments off.
We did eventually hire a guy, and then he got laid off. And then we named our group chat to Barbies because who needs Ken? Kind of lame, but those are kind of the differences.
Yeah, see? You see that? Oh, men say all type of stuff, and they're unhinged, blah, blah, blah. Yet when women say it and do this, it's okay, please.
As a female in corporate America, I personally would prefer to work with a predominantly male workforce than a female workforce in corporate America. And I don't know.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Are you guys surprised? Guys, type not surprised, right?
If anyone else feels
guys, let's try and hit 150 likes, guys. Guys, we're at 128 likes, so
this way. Now, the reason for that is I have found in my experience more often than not, female leaders, I think because they had such a hard time to get up in those leadership positions, they tend to be a lot more bitter, a lot more competitive, and a lot more tougher on you as a female growing through the organization than males are. And I don't know if this is just the product of there being just less females in leadership positions in corporate America, therefore you just tend to see more examples of great male leaders than female leaders, or if this is really because women have had such a hard time getting up there that once they're up there, they really want to make sure that they maintain that spot.
You see, guys, there's that built-in excuse. Why don't you just say that women are demons and they hate each other? Right, guys? Right, guys?
No, the thing is, AJ, also like the older women always see younger women as competition. It's
Exactly.
natural, like it's ingrained in them, right? A 40-year-old woman, bringing it back to sexual selection, a 40-year-old woman knows that her and the 18-year-old woman are competing for the same 45-year-old man.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's ingrained in them right now. So the older woman absolutely despises the younger woman.
Yeah, guys, it's so funny because Hispanic chicks and Asian chicks do this the most. Like, they're so overt about the older Hispanic chicks. When a younger Hispanic chick, like a young hot Hispanic chick, walks in, oh boy, it's
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch.
And then Asian chicks do it too. It's crazy. You see like a bunch of 55-year-old Asians, and then the hot like 23-year-old your Korean chick walks in. Oh man, maybe it's because a lot of them have more traditional mindset. You know what I'm saying? So they're more overt about like the whole kind of nitpickiness, But boy, oh boy, all of a sudden,
Belly, I'ma kill you, you fucking whore.
I ruined a Colombian family that way. I made a transition from an older cousin to a younger cousin.
Yeah,
that was not pretty.
Damn, man, look at that, causing cat fights and everything. Look at that, man. Larry shows up, and all of a sudden.
They're a lot more tougher on you as another female growing through the organization. And also what I find really interesting is the opposite is also true. My husband also works in corporate America, and he prefers to work with female leaders over the male leaders because he has had better experience with female leadership than male. So I don't know if it's just because he's a male.
It's because your husband's a beta male. That's why.
Beta male.
It's because he probably misses deadlines. It's because he's probably that catty beta, you know what I'm saying, dude who acts like a chick. And a lot of guys don't want that on their team. That's why he fits in with women better. Guys, what is she married to this dude?
Beta.
Come on, what a joke.
So he doesn't have to face that female competitiveness as much. I find that so interesting because even though my whole account is based on boosting women through organizations, I personally would rather work with male leaders. And I just find that so ironic and controversial to so many things that I say. As a female...
Look at that, guys. This first one says, males for me. I've worked in an all-women's office and had the worst experience. Chick says... Thank you for saying this because it's 100% accurate. And of course, there are exceptions, but being someone that has experienced both sides, I can agree that male leaders are better. Look at that, guys. Look at that. What a joke. All facts stated. Agreed. Look at that. This chick says, I hate working for a woman. They are way more critical of other women and terrible at communicating expectations. Female leaders are the worst. It's true. My worst managers have been women. Facts.
If you had to choose between working for a male or a female boss, what would you choose? I've worked for both. And I find that men tend to be a little aloof, but they're very to the point. This is what has to be done. Go do your job. They don't micromanage. They go about their day, and with very little drama. Women, on the other hand, I find get involved with the emotion of the office, the drama of the office. They tend to be catty. They tend to be competing with other women in the office when there's really no reason for it. Some of my shittiest bosses have been women. And I don't know if it's because...
But here's the thing, guys. They go into this with a... Okay, if you were smart, you would say a male and a female boss should treat me equally, right? But women, it's like they look at women, oh, hey, I have a female boss, so like it's going to be extra awesome. It's like that's part of the problem, right? Is they think that the woman boss is going to magically be better on top of the fact that the female boss sucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a black boss. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, we brothers. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not how it works. Greg with the $5 says this is a great topic for her today because he sees this at his job daily. It's like World War III between the young and the old. Facts. Facts. I appreciate the $5, man. I really, really do. Thank you.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Women always feel like they need to prove themselves somehow. I work for a boss now, a female boss right now, and actually she's really good. She listens and we're friendly, you know. We respect each other. I respect what she's doing and I think she respects me. But the last company that I worked for a female who was an absolute horrid bitch. She was like a pick-me. She only liked the men in the office and she hated all the women for whatever reason. I don't know if she felt threatened. I don't know if, you know, the fact that she didn't have any kids, so all of us had kids, and she didn't like when we had to leave early because our kids were sick. She didn't like until she had a kid, of course. But she was just a stank bitch. I mean, she was horrible. I probably would have stayed at that company had it not been for her, who basically made my life a living hell. So what do you think? Would you rather work for a man or would you rather work for a woman? And if so, why? If you had to choose between...
I think, AJ, all these women saying they prefer male bosses are debunking the myth that men are not the nurturers. I think they're actually getting to, they can't articulate it in these words, but what they're really saying is that they prefer, when it comes to professionalism and outcome-based environments, they prefer the nurturing of a man over the nurturing of a woman.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're right. Look at this. 100% male for me. Chick says, I've never had a male boss. I've never even realized that till now. Person says, Chick says, male boss any day. Female bosses are a nightmare. Most are petty and drama ridden. Someone said, look, male. Someone says, I would choose a male boss. I've had most female bosses. They micromanage and belittle. Look at that. I prefer male hands down. Look at that, guys.
Managers literally make or break your work experience. So let's talk about them. Female or male managers, which one do you guys think is better? I worked in corporate marketing for 7 years. Let's do a little pros and cons list. Female managers. Pros. Easier for me to connect with them as a female to a female. And when you have that sort of personal connection, easier for them to care about you as a person, to develop you in your career. They're also better at communicating what they want. So what they want out of a certain project. What comes with that is sometimes a little bit of micromanaging. The other con I'll have to say, and it totally depends person to person, but a lot of women in general can be very catty. So the work environment can be quite toxic. I had a manager at a beauty company I was working for who literally took credit for all the work that I did. It was my first marketing job out of college. I didn't know how to react to that. So she just fully took advantage of me. Now let's talk male managers. So I've only had one male manager. He was very laid back, like gave me a lot of autonomy. A con of that was he was very bad at communicating what he wanted. Always very vague, and I had to.
No, he probably said, do this, boom. That's it. Bullet points. Get this by this time. I trust you. What a joke. Guys. Why? These chicks are so, oh man, they're so dumb. Why? Guys, you should appreciate a manager who gives you that independence. Who says, look, snowboard, I trust you to do this job. And that has to hold your hand. And has to hold it for you when you pee. You know what I'm saying?
Ask a lot of questions to probe. Even though he wouldn't say what he wanted, he had in his mind something that he wanted. So I was always trying to guess. It was also really hard to develop a personal connection with him. He was very fratty sort of energy. So him and some of the other guys in the company, they were way closer. So last year when he laid me off, he really came out of nowhere. Really leading up to this, me and him were having conversations about like being promoted to director. Let me know your experience with your managers. Have you had any amazing ones? If so, what did they do?
This chick says, as a female, I wish I could say female, but I've always had male managers be better and more supportive. Look at that. This chick says, I'm female. I prefer male managers. All the female managers I've had were overbearing and micromanaging. Facts. Chick says, I prefer male. They tend to be calmer under pressure. Look at that. This chick says, as a female, male managers only. I prefer male bosses. All females I've had were micromanagers. Chick says, I love my male managers. They are more chill. Look at that. This chick says 100,000% male managers. Even female coworkers tend to bring on lots of gossip and drama. Look at that. This chick says, as a female, I want to say female so bad, but my male bosses have always been so above and beyond my female bosses. Look at that. All these chicks here say that they'd rather work for men because women hate each other.
Yeah. Listen, I am a girl's girl. I support women's rights and sometimes women's wrongs. I'll call you out on your bullshit, but I'll probably still pick your side. So what I'm about to say isn't bashing women. However, I think it's very interesting the dynamics that we have whenever it comes to having a male in leadership versus a female in leadership. A lot of people tend to say it's easier to work with male bosses than female bosses. And from my personal experience, that has been true. So recently I was working under this female supervisor in a field that I worked in before. Whenever I worked in this field before, I had a male supervisor. I remember whenever I started working in that field with the male supervisor, sometimes I worked very late nights and I would have questions. So the first time that I reached out to him, I had sent him a text. He didn't respond until hours later, but then whenever he did respond, he said, my apologies for the delay and not getting back to you earlier. In advance, if you need me, please feel free to call me. And if I don't get back to you whenever you call me multiple times. That's fine. So recently, whenever I had the female supervisor in this field that I now have experience in, I reached out to her about an issue that I came across. And I kind of felt confident that I could solve the issue, but it was just that little iffy part that I was like, okay, let me reach out to her. I texted her and she didn't respond. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to proceed and get this over with. I'm confident that I know what I'm doing, so I'm just going, it's cool. Time passes. A couple hours later, she texts me and she says, Nisha, you can't expect me to be up at this time of hour. If you need me, call me. If I don't answer, call me again. Now, I respect directness. I respect authority. But her verbiage kind of threw me off because this was the first time that I had to reach out to her. And the first time that I reached out to this male figure, he came at me with a little bit more grace. And I say that to say this, even though I do think that she could have worded that better and talked to me like I am an adult, I am almost 30. So I've witnessed my female bosses have male higher ups and my male bosses have male higher ups. And oftentimes those higher ups are much more harsh and critical on the female supervisors or bosses than they are on the male bosses. And it could be for a plethora of reasons, but also I personally have witnessed how misogyny and the patriarchy have influenced what becomes of female supervisors.
And there you go, guys, right? We all know that she was going to blame us. That's why I saved this one for this time. Guys, we knew it. We knew she was going to blame us, right? The patriarchy!
Male supervisors. There was this interview recently with that Mexican OT, and basically he was saying the N-word, and a female was like, what gives you the right to say that? And that Mexican OT said, I wish it was some men in here so I can respond. When he said that, he said it because he is physically stronger than women. He could easily dominate over these women, but he didn't want to take advantage of that situation because whenever a man enters the room, physically, he could beat up Mexican OT. But Mexican OT was basically expressing like he's not going to back down regardless of who in the room. That same type of mentality happens with male higher-ups and male supervisors. If it's a female supervisor, those male higher-ups kind of feel like physically and mentally like you can't really compete with me so I can do what I want. But sometimes whenever it comes to a male supervisor with male higher-ups, those higher-ups are like, okay, mentally, you might not be able to whoop me, but physically, you might be able to beat my ass, so let me watch my mouth. And thus, it trickles down to us seeing these male supervisors being super cool and like give us grace whenever it comes to situations, and these female supervisors being like super strict and kind of harsh in their words. I'm not saying it happens every time, but it is something that I've witnessed multiple times. You know, it's very unfortunate how misogyny and the patriarchy have generalized how we perceive women in power, and how that also makes us not want to have women in these powerful positions. Listen, I am a girl's girl.
Blaming us, right? What a joke. You know? Guys, what do you think? You know? What a mess. What an absolute mess. Guys, hit the like button, please. I'd appreciate that. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Watch.
I hate girls. To the two girlies that live in Nashville that were in like gray sweatshirts and sweatshorts walking around the park in Midtown today, who passed me, respectfully, mainly the one, but I pass them. I smile like I always do. I'm like, and then not even like 2 seconds later, like I'm barely behind them, the girl says so loud, she goes, "That girl was so orange." And I'm like, listen, it's that weird time of year where it's like, it's nice out, but it's not always sunny. So you can't really get a tan. And like, it's in that weird spray tan era.
Listen to the chick's voice. Talk about nails on chalkboard. Yuck.
Yeah.
So yes,
Also, too, she did like a fake hello. That's why the other chicks were like, you know, just keep it moving, 304.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That didn't help.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse when women do that fake, like that fake hello. Like, you just don't even say anything to me instead of doing the fake like hello. Like it's actually like kind of like more insulting.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Yep.
Y'all, what the hell is up with these fucking memes?
Those are fake. I'd smash though. Yeah, how you doing? You know what I'm saying?
A pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
Mean girl. These grown ass adult fucking female mean girls. I'm talking about women who are very clearly over the age of 18, many of which are actually over the age of like 25, 30, 40 years old, who are just fucking mean. And I'm not talking about like my previous videos discussing like customer service and people being rude to other people. Like I'm disregarding all of that. I am specifically talking about grown ass women who make fun of other women due to their physical features, how they speak, how they sound, their financial status, how they grew up, where they live. And not in a cute, like funny way, but actually like a true mean way where you're sending DMs to other people, where you are like sending text messages to other people, where you're snickering behind their back. Who the hell raised you to believe this is actually still acceptable in 2023? Because when I grew up, I was bullied incessantly. Is that even the correct term to use?
No.
But it was to the point where I actually had to change schools quite often because I was being bullied so much and harassed so much at school, just based off of how I look and like how I grew up, that I made the decision when I was growing up that because I was bullied so much that I would never, ever.
Guys, she's had more cuts than a Thanksgiving turkey, dude. Look at this chick. The lip fillers, the nose, guys. Look at this. Look at that.
Or allow myself to bully anybody else in the future. And I know the saying goes, bullied children become bullying adults. But there's a point in your life that you've reached where you have to make the decision to make a change moving forward. So if you didn't like being bullied, why the fuck are you bullying other people? Nothing comes from it. All you're doing is continuing this really toxic cycle of not only continuing to cause negativity in the world, but then you're telling other people that it's okay for you.
She's trying to, does she expect women to not be women? You know what I mean? Like, guys, can we at least agree on something? A lot of times when dudes get bullied, like there's some truth to why they're being bullied. You know what I mean? you're being bullied because you're fat, dude. You are fat, right? If you have like a speech impediment, you have a speech impediment. Yeah, you shouldn't be bullied for, but guys aren't like girls where they just make up stuff to bully you about. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you're short, you're ugly, you're broke. How guys bully each other is like stereotypes. You guys know how like stereotypes, racial stereotypes, ethnic stereotypes. There's always some truth to like 99% of them. Like stereotypes just don't come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So guys, bullying's the same way oftentimes. And guys, a lot of these dunderheads that are going on, I mean, walking around right and around, that's obviously your proof that we need to bring some bullying back. You know what I mean? So
it's so sad to me how girls are literally the biggest haters of other girls. Like, it's genuinely sad. Obviously, yeah, there are like a lot of good girls out there who have like done the inner work, who aren't haters, who genuinely want to see other women do good. And like,
on the flip side, guys, there are girls that girls hate for a good reason. The drama queen chicks, the chicks who have all guy friends who are always trying to like, get attention from dudes in like a slutty way. You know what I'm saying? That chick, guys, put a 1 if you've seen the chick where like she was the one girl that was always around your friend group of guys. Either all you guys had smashed or all you guys were in the process of smashing. She was just kind of like there, But anytime one of you guys got a girlfriend, she was always trying to like scare the chick off or act like she knew you better than your girlfriend did. Trying to act like you guys had inside jokes just like piss the girl off. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So girls are demons to each other.
Be nice to others. But then there are those kinds of people that they have these insecurities inside of them, and when they see you, somebody who's not insecure, somebody who loves themselves, who's thriving, who's doing good in life, who maybe has things that this other person wants, you tend to bring out a lot of emotions in these people because you bring out their insecurity. And people will secretly hate you because of this. And it's sad because these girls will kind of like try to sabotage you in ways. And I know in my experience, I will literally be so nice to people, like so nice. Even if they're kind of like giving me iffy vibes, like there are certain people, certain girls that I've met who are just, kind of condescending, and they talk to you like you're stupid, or maybe they're older than you and they try to boss you around and they try to talk to you like you don't know things. And most likely the reason why they treat you that way, it's not because there's anything wrong with you or because you're stupid. It's literally just because you create a rise in emotion from them. And it's most likely because you have something that they lack that makes them feel insecure, or that brings out the fact that they're insecure. And what are they going to do about that? They literally are going to try and bring you down, try and talk to you without respect or condescendingly. And then they will do sneaky, snaky things to try and make you look bad, or they'll be really rude to you for literally no reason. That one I just don't understand, because it's like, why can you just not talk to people nicely? Like, you could say anything.
Guys, how long do you think this idiot's been talking? Guys, she's been talking for 2 minutes. It seems like 5 hours, right? Why did it talk so much and say so little, right? Yikes. Here we go.
I just want to know why girls are so mean. I just want to know why girls will take the time out of their day to hate on you for absolutely no reason other than the fact that they hate themselves. Like, you could simply just be breathing and they look at you like, bitch, I am nice. I love girls. I love having friendship with women. I love uplifting women. I love being there for women. I love being a voice for women who don't have a voice, okay? So for you to be mean to me as a woman, or look at me dirty, or degrade me, or this, that, and the other, you're beefing with yourself, okay? Because I don't have no fucking beef.
Listen to the mouth on this chick.
Like, you're stuck so far up my asshole. Baby, do you want to be my thong? Why you would want to be in a shithole? I don't.
Listen to the mouth on this chick, guys. So Clayton says lesbian.
Yeah.
don't know, but I mean, my God. I really just don't even know what else to say.
You guys know that this chick is the problem, right? You guys know that this chick takes one step into a room and all these chicks know that she's going to be an absolute demon, you know? Absolute demon. Guys, hit the like button, guys. We're almost at 150 likes. Guys, and now let's talk about nursing. Guys, I would say the number one group of people that you don't date, I think it's a toss-up between the ponytail patrol and nurses, right? But here's the thing. You can pretty much, you can sniff out the ponytail patrol, right? On the first date. You can tell if a chick's a cop. Nurses can kind of reel you in. You know what I'm saying? Guys, never date a nurse. Guys, nurses are, guys, put all the facts about nurses, you know. They cheat the most. They bully each other the most. They're junkies, right? Matter of fact, guys, look at this. Watch this, watch. Look at this. Look at this. I think that we talked about this the other day. All these chicks that are junkies.
Get ready with me while I tell you how we found.
Wow, she's
high right
yeah,
now.
she's stoned. Yeah.
Nurse.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
For some reason, I talk more freely and less conscious about what I'm saying when I'm driving.
Because you're a dunderheaded 304
Yeah.
who's going to kill someone one day. You absolute demon, you. Look at this, guys. Look at this. What an absolute joke.
God. Yeah.
What a demon, guys.
Oh.
Look at that.
She's gonna get a TTUI. Oh, TikToking under the influence or driving.
This video is going to look like shit. It's probably going to shake.
Why do you
I'm
need
not
to make
content
eye
creator.
contact with the camera?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
See, there it was.
Of all times
But
right now.
I do have a story to tell.
No thanks. Sorry, guys.
Yep. She was driving with her seatbelt off because it showed her titties better.
Disgusting. Yeah, all these chicks.
You know, when you get a patient who's on methadone and like 5, 6, 7 a.m. rolls around and they're like flipping out because they don't have their methadone dose. If you work night shift, you can get the ball rolling to get their methadone dose ordered. These clinics open at like 5.
Ugh. All these nurses were all junkies, guys. All these chicks are nurses who are junkies. Look at that. Junkies, man. Why?
You know, there were travel nurses too, doing up to all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I went back to work after this procedure and after I ran out of those Percocets, and we only had IV fentanyl and Dilaudid, and we kept it in this back like cabinet
At the medical center you're working at.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is not labor and delivery.
Yep.
So anyone who, works in the medical field, it was not a Pyxis, it was a cabinet. And there were 3 nurses at this particular facility. I was the person who came in to open the place.
We've seen her before.
Like it was I made the choice to put one in my purse. And I remember just like that back and forth that I had that entire day at work. And I convinced myself that, well, there are other people who've diverted before. we don't really know what happens to them, but what's the worst that's going to happen? I'll just get fired. You know, that's the worst. I didn't think of it the way that I think about drinking and driving. It just didn't. I don't know why I didn't, because I should have. And that's what kind of propels me. One of the reasons speaking out at nursing schools and speaking wherever I can, because I firmly think had I heard a story like this, I think I at least would have gone back.
Hey,
no, you wouldn't.
Alan Ong says, I'm a male nurse. There's no supporting data that, dude, female nurses cheat the most. What are you talking about? Dude,
come on,
male nurses. I've never seen anything about male nurses cheating. We're talking about women, about female nurses. Hey, Alan Ang, you are the exception, and the exception proves the rule. I've never, ever heard of anything saying that male nurses cheat.
Yeah,
because guys, male nurses aren't chads, right? Female nurses cheat with doctors, not nurses.
Yeah,
I mean, no offense, but what I'm saying is, like, bro, like, they might bang you because you're one of the only dudes there. But when there's doctors walking around and surgeons walking around, hospital administrators making hundreds, you think that they were, come on, man, you know? So, also, guys, I'm going to do a video on how female nurses prefer working with male nurses. Just like they like male bosses, they like male nurses more. You know? Crazy. Yeah, all these chicks are all...
Food for thought.
I went back to...
Honest question. What is it going to take for people to realize that healthcare workers, including nurses, are human beings? Like, no hate to this commenter, but this comment section in this video is filled with people that are like so shocked and upset that nurses with ADHD exist. Like, how are you guys surprised? We run around for 12 hours doing an ungodly amount of physical labor.
Oh, please, come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
They do physical labor for women. Guys, put a 1 if you've done construction, if you've done landscaping, if you've done, even if you work at like Lowe's and lumber and you're carrying wood around all the time. Put a 1 if you had an actual labor job.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that nurses do get a lot of injuries because they're like, you know, lifting patients and doing all this other stuff. But guys, a male nurse can do a nurse's job easy. But this is physical labor for them.
Yeah.
For them.
You're
and
in
they want to be
all day.
Yeah. But they want to be out here on construction sites. Come on, man. You know?
And then are expected to sit down and chart every single thing that we did so that legally we don't get taken to court and have some lawyer being...
Oh, boo-hoo. Right, guys? Listen to this. Hold on. All right. Let's get to the bullying part. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Okay, let's talk about it. Bullying in nursing, because it is so real. As somebody who got bullied my first year as a new grad nurse, bullying in nursing is so real. I still get bullied in nursing, whether it be nurses in real life, nurses online, nurses that you meet, or whatever it is. I feel as if nurses are very protective over their career, if that's how you want to word it, that they feel like they always have to one-up the next nurse. I'm better than you. I'm making more money than you.
Or they just hate each other. I'm telling you, women can't stand each other. You know? And male nurses are just going to do my job. You know? What a joke.
Just better than you. You suck. No, bullying in nursing is so real. Whether you're a new grad nurse, everyone's so mean to new grad nurses, but for what? Because we were all new at some point, or it's the older generation being mean to the younger generation of nurses because nursing has changed. Nurses on social media, whether it be on social media or in real life, bashing each other, just like that they're doing better. I have more followers than you, this and that. Like, really, who gives a damn? Do your followers matter if you're actually really mean in person? Bullying in nursing is so real. There's no reason to be mean.
Oops, sorry, guys. Here we go.
We need to.
Sorry about the jump scare, guys. Yikes. Look at this thing.
Talk about nurse bullying. This has been weighing hard on my mind, but my very first job almost took me out as a nurse, and I want to talk about it. Studies show that 30 to 40% of nurses experience nurse bullying, and nurse bullying, studies show, increases errors like medication errors. Now it's about patient safety. At my first nursing job, I was bullied not just by like one nurse. I was bullied by several. There were rumors about me. It was awful. And, you know, instead of like having support and leadership, I was isolated. The worst part is,
you guys see what we looked at the beginning? Isolation, all that other stuff, right? You know,
Yep.
That's what
Good
they
point.
do, right?
When I was bullied, everybody like wanted to stay away from me so that they also wouldn't become a target. I actually feel bad for those nurses because no one ever showed them how to be a leader and to be a productive supporting team. I'm not sure where the nurse eat their young thing came from, but I feel bad that they never learned how to be good and that the only thing that they learned how to do was like humiliate and bully other nurses. If you ask me, strong nurses don't eat their young, they support their young. I mean, obviously, like, you know, I've moved on from that, and I have I have my own businesses. I'm a nurse practitioner now. When this happened, I was an LPN, and it was like the worst job that I've ever had.
Look at that.
And it still bothers me.
All women's fault, not us men, right, guys? Us men do not care.
Me to this day, just because back then I don't think I knew any better. And, you know, I'm just here to say that, you know, I think as nurses as a whole, that we should be supportive and, you know, listen to each other and have it be like a learning environment rather.
Never gonna happen. Never. Ever, 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 ever. Guys, look at all these nurses all saying the same thing.
Put a finger down if you are a nurse and you have been bullied by another nurse. My God, everyone put a finger down? What? This is so shocking. It's not.
It's hot, man. I smash.
If you are not a nurse, there is this phrase that we've heard in nursing school that we've heard basically all our lives, that nurses eat their young. What does that mean? Basically, it means older nurses, seasoned nurses are not welcoming new grad nurses.
And the whole time that they're doing this, guys, they're supposed to be giving you medicine, giving you IVs. You know what I mean? You're communicating with a doctor, right? And the rest of us are suffering for it because they're a bunch of absolute demons. What a joke.
Or new nurses in general, and instead of helping them, guiding them, assisting them, they will do the opposite and make them want to quit and ruin their lives, basically. What we don't need is nurses leaving the workforce. We need more nurses. We should be encouraging them instead of having them run away from a job. To me, it just doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, I think the reason why there are so many instances of bullying in nursing is because there is such a high percentage of women. And instead of women empowering women, hello, Barbie movie, they're doing the opposite. I just don't understand not wanting to welcome someone. Or there's a new person, I am so excited. I'm like, oh my God, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's do this. But instead, they're like, let me find a way to like get this person to not want to work here. What? Would you want to work for yourself? Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. I will tell you guys that I have experienced bullying many, many times. And
Yes, yeah. Memphis made a good point. It's a great point. She says 1 minute they're boss babes, next minute they're complaining. This is true, guys. This is empowerment and victimhood at the same time. I'm educated. I'm a nurse. I'm hiring, but I'm a victim of bullying, right? Think about that for a second. This is what we call the okie doke, right? They're sitting there, we're strong, independent, out earning men, blah, 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 then still try and find a way to be the victim. What an absolute joke.
One time it was even my boss. So that was a whole different level of bullying I've never experienced in my life. Do not wish that upon my worst enemy. Which brings me to, what are the solutions for when you are bullied? Or you can confront the situation and go to management, you can go to HR, but unfortunately, I really don't feel like those are solutions to the problem. One of the things I have done is get a different job. Your workplace environment is one of the most important things in the job. If you work in a toxic, negative environment, that's just going to rub off on you. And when you go home, you're going to be miserable and you don't want that. Resources like Incredible Health can help you find a job that you can actually enjoy, find an environment that's not toxic, that you can actually want to go to work. If you're bullied at work, that can lead to more stress, depression, error at your job, and that is dangerous. So if you've ever been bullied at work, please let me know below. And I'm so sorry that happened to you because I'm right there with you, unfortunately. And I really hope one day there will be a solution for these bullies because I don't know. I just don't know. Put a finger down if you are a nurse.
It's not going to happen, guys. It's just not. It's just not. Guys, stop. Take a second, guys. We need 5 more likes to hit 150 likes, guys. I'd appreciate that.
And so, and men, don't be running to HR. HR is not your friend.
Not at all.
HR is there to protect the organization, not you.
Yes, and also too, get everything in writing. Don't trust the damn word these HR women will say because they won't. It will only be used against you if it's in writing or aka email or something. You have it also. Just you're not going to use it against them, but you can counteract them using it against you. Always in writing. Never trust these people. When in doubt, say less. And plan on them kind of favoring women or people who have been in the company longer than you. As a general rule of thumb. I've never been at companies really with HR, but I have some friends who have some experience. So also too, they don't like it if you're being aggressive in the workplace. It's like, well, we're trying to make some goddamn money here. You guys need to be closers. So it's going to be being aggressive sometimes. And women don't like that in the workplace sometimes. And it's like, well, that's sometimes what it takes.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate nurse bullies. I hate the passive aggressiveness.
You see, some of these nurses are cute, so they can draw you in, guys. They'll draw you in. They'll give you that gawk. You know what I'm saying? 5,000, and then guys, you'll win.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that, guys.
The sarcasm, just like everything. Okay, it takes a lot for me not to be upset because I'm a fairly happy person, but when you start getting snarky or just being very passive or just like nitpicking every little thing, that's when I'm just like, okay. For example,
Guys, we have 235 people. Let's try and hit 150 likes, guys. Stop and take a second. Hit the like button.
Well, one, nursing is a 24-hour thing. Do not
listen to that vocal fry. Well, one, nursing is hard.
Me that you have done everything on the orders and did it every single time you're on your shift. You may miss a MRSA swab. You may miss, I don't know, urine collection. You may miss something small, right? You're not perfect. Again, nursing is a 24-hour thing. But with my situation, like a specific nurse would just point out small little things like, oh, you didn't do the urine collection? Okay, so you didn't do that. Oh, you didn't put this in the table? Okay, you didn't do that. Basically just kind of saying like, oh, you didn't do that. Like, okay. Instead of saying that, you could just be like, oh, okay, I'll do that today. No. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have forgotten something and you had to pass the orders on to the other nurse for the night shift.
I can't, guys. They're so annoying. I
Well,
can't.
she is speaking a little bit of facts because there was this one time I was messing with a nurse and I actually missed her tits and got her face. So she was.
Oh,
she got pretty mad. So yeah, I missed.
Yo, they were talking about comedy is just misdirection. You got me because I was like, wait, where's the story going? Guys, here, let's just cleanse the palate a little bit, right? Here we go.
Yeah. Engaged, and later found out he cheated on me the same day he proposed. So I thought we would reflect.
Baby, if your love is
Well.
shrug your shoulder.
Realize it. Wait, I've only known being a single mom since I was barely 18. Look.
Well. The father of 9 boys is accused of repeatedly abusing one.
Als ik een moeder was, dan zou ik echt nooit mijn kinderen bij McDonald's laten eten. No.
Hold on. The happiest person to fight it every day to heal. What? Sorry, guys. This is copyright music. Hold on.
Well.
We'll do one more, guys. Hold on.
You were a hoe.
Oh, we already saw this one, right? Yeah. Hold on. There's a really funny one. Hold on.
Michael, need you guys to do me a favor and get off the shed.
What?
Guys, I mean it. Let's get off the shed.
Divorced single mom.
Oh my god.
Someone said, yes, the newly minted Christ follower.
I was gonna say it's called the Poo-Tang Clan. Oh!
Look at that. Hold on. Someone said, Iron Mike says that his ex-wife is a nurse. Very unprofessional, very thoughty. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yep.
I really am. This is it's messed up, man. It really is. Men, they get destroyed for these nurses, man. The worst thing that you can do is let these broads in your life. Because anything else on the topic before we switch gears? Okay.
No, not really.
Cool.
Not that I can think of.
That's the sound of the police.
Here we go. Here
Yes,
we go.
this is what I want.
Let's see. Guys, look, this chick's just is passed out in this guy's yard. Watch.
Police rush to a quiet home after a neighbor finds a mysterious woman passed out in his driveway.
Okay.
There's been a lot of crazy activity over here.
Hey, ma'am.
She is asleep. Look at
You awake? Hey. Open your eyes. Are you awake? Okay, what did you take? You said you gave her Narcan?
I tried, yeah.
Gotta wake up.
Okay.
What did you take?
No.
You don't know?
No, I'm not telling you.
Okay, well, do you want to tell the firefighters? Well, they need to help you, so they need to know what you took.
I don't care.
Well, your neighbor found you unresponsive and then gave you some Narcan, and it seems to have woken you right up. So you don't have to apologize. I'm just letting you know what's going on right now. No, what'd you take? We don't care. We're just wondering so we can just alcohol and water.
I got a call here
So I have to notate that I spoke to you and that you are okay.
Sure. You don't know where you're at? You know what year it is? What year is it?
2025.
I give you 4 quarters. How much money would you have?
I don't know.
You think 304s can add? You dunderhead? What are you talking about?
What the kind of question is that?
It's a pretty easy one.
No, it's not. That's a stupid question.
Sorry.
That's a dumb question.
We can go over to
Right by your house. It's $80 drive.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is your phone?
Just stay put for a second.
No, I'm not going to stay put for a second. Why the fuck are Derek call you guys? Derek. Fuck Derek. You guys are fucking stupid. Go inside.
why don't you hang-
No, fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. I'm an engineer. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
No,
right.
fuck yourself. This is stupid. Nobody called you.
I think by engineer she means he's had a train ran on her. Choo
Guys,
Yeah.
look at this. Guys, look, speaking of nurses, guys, we'll actually look at this one next. Watch. Hold on.
Look at this
Watch.
ratchet nurse.
Watch.
Talking about they left Callaway?
We have a warrant. Step away from the station.
A warrant for what? I'm in the middle of my rounds.
For the theft of over $214,000 from patients.
Look at the title. She stole $891,000 from her patients. Look.
Whoa.
I know. Let's finish this one, and then we'll do this one. And then, guys, I'm gonna do crazy ex-girlfriends. We'll probably do that. Maybe do like a Friday Night Live. Guys, this girl shot her dude's side chick, and the cops have to chase her down. And of course, it's a B-dub, right? Of course.
Melanie, is this even your house?
Yes, it is my house.
Okay, well, you're gonna hang out here with us.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. No.
Guys.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Back up or you're going to
Don't you. Fuck you. I will.
Whoops. Hold on.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Back up or you're going to
Don't you. Fuck you. I will go to jail.
I bet you will.
Go fuck yourself.
Guys.
I didn't spit at you.
Man, relax.
You're lucky I didn't kick you in the balls. Don't touch me. Yeah, go fucking take me to jail. Take me to jail.
By the way, guys.
It's time.
Take me to jail. Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Have a seat. No, you have a seat. No, you have a seat. Have a seat. No. You have a seat. You have a seat. Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
You got her?
Yeah, I got her.
She won't say. She tried going into the residence while they're
Yeah, I'm at my house. My fucking house.
You said you didn't know where you were.
I know. I'm at my fucking house.
Okay, well, you said you didn't know
Yeah,
where you
my fucking house. You
This is one of the most cop-looking cops that I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. Yo.
bitch. I'll fucking bust your fucking face.
All right.
Let's not talk like that. Let's act like adults.
All right, guys, here we go. I want to see this one.
Yeah, I want to see this B-dub.
Here we go.
Oh, so now I'm a thief. I've taken care of them for
I've spoken
years.
to their families, Denise.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Put the
They love
clipboard
me.
down and
That was the last shift Denise Callaway ever worked. Bedside care ended in 6 minutes in a hallway that she had walked every day since 2011. But the
Wow.
arrest that day was not for one patient. It was for 19.
19 people. Look at that. Guys, if she stole almost $1 million from patients, like, why not just
parasite?
Why not just move to like Costa Rica and just be a nurse there? You know what I'm saying? Like, she has a skill that'll work anywhere. $891 grand. She could like move somewhere, start a business, or even work as a nurse, and then just live the easy life. You know?
Well, she wanted to steal more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Everything that
I guess
makes sense. You
gotten
want
away
to know
with
more.
gotten away with it for what 15 and 14 years. Hey,
Dementia patients, 19 forged power of attorney documents, 7 hidden bank accounts, $891,400, drained from people who could not remember their own names, let alone that someone was stealing from them. Every
Wow.
document stamped by a notary who had been dead since 2020.
Damn.
And the only reason any of it came to light is because one Army corporal drove 11 hours to visit her grandmother and asked a single question at the front desk. Denise Calloway is serving 156 months in federal prison, 13 years.
all right, guys. Do you guys think that that's a good enough punishment, guys? I need to
No.
see yes or I need to see no's. Yes or no's, guys.
No.
Yeah,
No.
they should have given her life because she stole. Okay, guys, there's an episode of Law and Order, right? Do you guys ever see the original Law and Order where the guy was a scammer and he scammed this old World War II veteran? And then, this guy's found dead on his back porch in New York. And the crazy part is he's shot with like an old M1 Garand rifle. Like who uses this bullet? Like, what is this, right? It's not like a 9mm, whatever. So they do all this stuff and track all the stuff. They think that it was, I don't know. They can't find the reason why this finance guy got killed, right? Then they find out at the end that he had been scamming old people. And this old black, I think he was a Korean War veteran or a World War II veteran, managed to track him down and then shot the guy with his old rifle. And then he they knock on his door and he's like, "Yeah, you got me. You aren't going to try." He's like, I don't have much life left. It doesn't really matter. And then they're like, "But why did you kill him?" He's like, he took my life from me, so I took his.
Yeah.
And then he goes, like, "What are you going to plead?" He's like, "I did it. I'm guilty." But he's like, "Look, this guy." I was trying to find the scene, right? But he was just like, "Hey, it is what it is, you know." And yeah. So.
And she will die owing every cent back.
Good.
Before we continue, have you ever had
that's $63,000 plus a year she was stealing from these people?
a family member in a nursing home or assisted living facility? Let us know in
And
the
you know
comments.
she was taking watches,
If you haven't already
jewelry,
subscribed,
other stuff too.
Yeah,
for
to
sure.
this channel.
She is probably prying out their freaking gold teeth.
Yeah,
the way this broad
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Guys, thanks for being here, guys. You know, guys, let's try and hit 200 likes, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. If you like the content, guys. Oh, guys, if you're watching on your phone, guys, go to the comments and do a little hype thing. So you guys see, swipe over the comments, and you can hype the video. So
1976, in the Cedar Grove neighborhood of Shreveport, chemistry,
care.
graduated in 19 from kindergarten through $6 and putting jambalaya onto paper plates for the elderly members who couldn't cook for themselves anymore. She graduated in 1994, enrolled at Southern University at Shreveport that fall, 50 cents an hour. She called her mother from a payphone to spend the next 13 years, and where she would steal nearly $900,000.
You guys saw that one broad that stole from that Tuskegee Airman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, man. You know
The people who
I tell you guys, B-dubs in general are demons.
trusted her most.
Notice how she's in
Magnolia
the
Pines
church?
Assisted Living and
Hold on,
Memory
hold on.
Care sat on a 6-acre campus off Airline Drive in Boston.
Who are you saying?
Notice how she was a church, a woman of the church,
Of course.
and just stealing everything.
Of course.
You can't trust that.
Yep.
Saucier City, Louisiana, red brick buildings, azalea hedges, a decorative pond with a fountain from creation of
Get to the
when
point,
no
dude.
one investigated. Denise learned from Clarence Hadlett at Red River Credit Union on Benton Road. Over 14 months, she drained
Hold on.
Houston.
Sorry, guys. This is where it starts.
The system ran in 2000 by 2 people Each resident's financial affairs are governed by a designated responsible party, a family member, guardian, or court-appointed conservator, who signs a power of attorney kept on file. The business office processes payments. Nurses and clinical staff have no role in financial matters. 0. The separation exists specifically to prevent exploitation.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
But Magnolia Pines had a structural problem. The business office was staffed by 2 people managing billing, insurance, and Medicaid for all 142 residents.
Yikes.
Turnover was constant. The admin position changed hands 4 times between
Wow,
2012
look at that.
and 2016. Filing was backlogged. Power of attorney documents were stored in physical folders in an unlocked cabinet that clinical staff accessed regularly.
Not good.
No electronic document management, no audit trail, no verification protocol when financial documents were updated.
Damn.
The system ran on trust. And the most trusted...
If you guys think that you can run anything on trust when there's a B-dub around...
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
person in that building was Denise Calloway. The first documented theft...
She's an attractive woman, too. You know, I told you guys, these nurses, man, just enough. And she has some cakes, too. They'll reel you in and then ruin your whole life, man.
Occurred on March
And
7th,
I was just thinking,
2013.
And I was literally thinking,
yeah.
This is a chick.
Secret's like, wait a minute, I know this chick.
Look, as a matter of fact, she actually looks like I might see your photo. I might send you a video in the Discord. But this is a chick who literally could have, married a deacon, a bus driver, or a plumber or engineer, and could have had a very happy life.
Yep. And there she is at the church again, right?
Mm-hmm. Denise accessed the file of a resident named Clarence Hadley, 81 years old, retired postal worker.
Look at that.
Advanced Alzheimer's, no living children. His only listed contact was a nephew in Houston who visited once a year at Thanksgiving. She removed Clarence's power of attorney and replaced it with one listing herself as his financial representative.
Look at that,
the notary
guys.
stamp belonged to Brenda Thibodeau Carrier, a licensed notary in Caddo Parish, and a member of Denise's church.
Even
Within
worse.
2 weeks, she had redirected Clarence's Social Security deposits, $1,847 per month, into a secondary account at Red River Credit Union on Benton Road.
Damn.
Over 14 months, she drained $25,858 before his nephew noticed the room had been downgraded. The nephew called, was told a new power of attorney was on file.
Look at that.
He assumed another family member had intervened. No one investigated. Denise learned from Clarence Hadley. She refined the method. By 2015, she had targeted 4 more residents.
Look at this guy.
Dorothy Fan, Eugene Lattimore, Mabel Strickland, and a woman whose family asked that her name be
I
withheld.
guarantee all these residents were all black, too.
I was going to say they might be white. I was thinking the opposite, actually.
No. This is in the black community in Louisiana, But guys, I guarantee, it's the white man we gotta watch out for. It's the white man. What's the pyramid? No, you gotta watch out for dunderheaded beat-ups like this. Guys, you are better up with anyone caring for you than I think the only one worse than this, these Haitian chicks or these African chicks. How many times have we seen these old folks' homes and these friggin' Haitian home care workers come up to these old broads and they're handing out stone cold stunners to these old biddies? It's messed up.
During proceedings, each one followed the same pattern. Each one shared 3 characteristics: advanced cognitive decline, minimal family contact, and Social Security or pension income, depositing automatically into accounts that no one was monitoring. The method was deliberate. She would identify the resident during intake, study their visitor logs, wait, sometimes 6 months, sometimes a full year, until she was certain that no family member was paying close attention. Then she would swap the power of attorney, redirect the deposits, open a new account, or add a new payee, and every month the money would flow. She never took everything at once. That was the discipline that made it work. She skimmed, 1,200 here, 2,000 there, enough to fund a life that a nurse making $52,000 should not have been living, but not enough to trigger an automatic fraud alert at any single bank. She staggered the accounts across 3 credit unions and 2 regional banks. She paid her car note in cash. She renovated her kitchen with a contractor who accepted money orders.
Yeah, Jorge and his cousins, right? We all know Jorge. He wasn't asking any questions at all, you know?
By 2018, she had expanded to 11 residents. The total was climbing past $400,000.
Damn.
She was buying designer handbags at Dillard's in Bossier City. She took a cruise to Cozumel. She put a down payment on a 3-bedroom house in the Ellerbay Road Estates subdivision, a neighborhood where the average home price was $310,000.
And she only supposed to make $52,000 a year. Damn, look at this, guys. Look at that.
Her colleagues assumed her husband had money. Denise
Yeah.
wasn't married.
Husband, yeah, right.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run on muck.
Yeah, they saw a snowboard like, oh, she got a white man. Must be her.
She had never been married. No one at Magnolia Pines questioned Denise Calloway's lifestyle. She had been there longer than anyone except the maintenance supervisor. She trained the new hires. She organized the staff holiday parties. She was the nurse that the state inspectors asked to shadow during annual reviews because she always knew the protocols, always had the charts updated, always had a kind word for every resident on the floor.
How did she
She
get
knew
caught?
which cameras had blind spots.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess they said that
It was one family member.
Yeah.
She knew which filing cabinets were checked during audits.
Because that family
and which
member
ones
wanted to
weren't.
do that. They wanted to take his money too.
Back to the topic, though. You guys notice that the majority of the people she got were women? The names, Mabel and Dolores. I told you, a woman's worst enemy is a woman. Put a 1 if you guys agree. A woman's worst enemy is another woman.
Correct. She knew that the business office closed at 4:30 p.m. every day, and that the night shift supervisor never once opened a financial file in 12 years of employment.
Damn.
She knew the system better than the people who built it. And every single one of her victims had dementia. Every single one. On March 19th, 2024, Corporal Anaya Broussard signed out on leave from Fort Liberty, North Carolina. She was 26 years old, Army medic, 2 deployments. She had enlisted at 18 because her grandmother, Odessa May Broussard, told her that serving your country was the highest thing a person could do with their life. Odessa had said the same thing to Anaya's father before he shipped to Kuwait in 1991. He came home, raised Anaya until he didn't. A heart attack at 44 in the produce aisle of a Brookshire's grocery store on Uri Drive. Anaya was 15.
Damn.
Odessa raised her after that. Social Security survivors' benefits. A pension from Odessa's late husband's 31 years at the General Motors assembly plant in Shreveport before it closed in 2012. A savings account at Barksdale Federal Credit Union that Odessa had built, dollar by dollar, for decades. When Anaya deployed the second time, she set up automatic payments to Magnolia Pines for supplemental care.
Uh-oh.
The premium meal plan, fresh flowers every 2 weeks.
Guys, for all you guys who who just joined, right? Because we're at almost 300 people. Guys, hit the like button because this nurse right here stole almost $1 million from elderly people at a rest home. $1 million. It was like $891,000. So she would use a dead notary's thing and then set up accounts and then make herself power of attorney and then redirect their money to her bank accounts. This is absolutely insane, guys.
Private room upgrade, 600.
And here's the thing, guys. She's a woman, so people they would never think that a woman would be capable of such a monstrous act. Please.
$40 a month, deducted from Anaya's military pay. She arrived at Magnolia Pines on March 20th at 1:47 p.m. She found her grandmother in a shared room with a woman she did not know. The flowers were gone. The meal plan had been canceled. Odessa was wearing a gown with someone else's name on the tag.
What?
She weighed 103 pounds.
Oh, no.
She did not recognize Ania. Ania went to the front desk, asked for the financial records, asked for the power of attorney on file. The clerk printed it and slid it across the counter. The document listed Denise Faye Calloway as Odessa May Broussard's designated financial representative.
Oops.
Effective date, January 12th, 2022. Ania had never heard that name before.
Cook.
She looked at the notary stamp. Brenda Thibodeau Carrier, notarized on January 12th, 2022. Anaya pulled out her phone, searched the name. Brenda Thibodeau Carrier had died on August 3rd, 2020.
Oops. Oops. Look at that, guys.
19 months before the document was notarized. The power of attorney that gave Denise Calloway control of Odessa Broussard's finances had been stamped by a dead woman. Anaya called the Bossier City Police Department from the parking lot at 2:31 p.m. By 3:15, a detective was on site. By the following Monday, the case had been referred to the FBI's Shreveport field office.
Damn, you got the...
By April, a federal grand jury had issued subpoenas for every financial record Magnolia Pines had on file. FBI Special Agent Demetria Hollins was assigned the case on April 4th, 2024.
Damn.
She began with the single forged power of attorney for Odessa Broussard. Within 6 weeks, she had found 18 more. The pattern was identical across every file, a power of attorney document, filed in the residence folder, listing Denise Calloway as the designated representative. Every document notarized by Brenda Thibodeau Carrier. 14 of the 19 documents were dated
14 of the 19, guys. Man.
after Brenda Thibodeau Carrier's death. Denise had been using a dead woman's notary stamp for over 3 years.
I wonder how she got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get a person's notary stamps?
And no one at Magnolia Pines had ever checked.
Yeah, so what's supposed to happen, because I used to be a notary, and so what's supposed to happen is when your license expire or you pass away or something like that, they're supposed to ship it back to the state, supposed to send it back in. So it's quite possible she could have been dealing with someone that was either in her care or she had access to that passed away, and she just took their seal.
Wow. Damn.
Agent Hollins subpoenaed bank records from Red River Credit Union, Barksdale Federal, Citizens National, and 2 regional banks. The records revealed 7 accounts, all opened between Brenda Thibodeau Carrier's, and each one listed Denise Calloway as the designated financial representative. 14 of the 19
where she gets arrested.
to know, and FBI Special Agent Demetria Hollins arrived at Magnolia Pines. Denise had clocked in at 6 a.m., same as every Tuesday for 13 years. She was at the East Wing nursing station, reviewing medication charts, when Fontenot appeared at the end of the hallway. She looked up, saw the badge, saw Agent Hollins behind him, and she smiled. "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
she said, setting the chart down slowly.
Cool.
"Denise Calloway," Detective Fontenot said. "We have a warrant for your arrest." She didn't flinch. She tilted her head. For what, exactly? 19 counts of financial exploitation of the elderly. 19 counts of forgery.
Why don't they actually
wire,
show the body cam footage?
mail fraud. Under 18, speak with an attorney. She was handcuffed at the nursing station at 6:58 a.m. in front of the residents she had cared for and stolen from for over a decade. On June 19th, 2024, a federal grand jury in the Western District of Louisiana returned a 47-count indictment against Denise Faye Calloway. The charges: 19 counts of financial exploitation of the elderly under Louisiana Revised Statute 1493.4, 19 counts of forgery, 4 counts of wire fraud.
So guys, she got 13 years for this. Guys, let me know if you guys think that this is fair. Because we know that if it was a guy, he'd have got life.
18 U.S.C. Section 1343. 3 counts of mail fraud under 18 U.S.C. Section 1341, and 2 counts of aggravated identity theft under 18 U.S.C. Section 1028A. A separate indictment charged Felicia Day with 1 count of conspiracy and 4 counts of forgery. Day entered a cooperation agreement with finding her grandmother 22 pounds lighter in a shared room, wearing another patient's gown. She described the moment she saw a stranger's name on the power of attorney. She described searching for the notary's name and finding an obituary. I served 2 tours overseas protecting people I never met, Ania said. And while I was gone, this woman was robbing the person I love most in the world. A woman who can't even remember my name anymore. And she knew that. She counted on that.
Damn.
The family of Eugene Lattimore, a 91-year-old Korean War veteran whose $34,000 in savings had been drained, submitted a written statement. Our father served this country for 22 years. He survived combat. He survived losing his wife. He did not survive the betrayal of the woman he called his angel.
Damn.
He died believing someone was taking care of him. No one was. The defense called 3 character witnesses: a pastor, a former colleague, and Denise's brother.
And they're gonna what? Oh, she's an okay person. She's actually pretty good.
All testified she was a good person.
Yeah, of course. Of course, right?
Here I come to save the day.
What a joke. Of course, Pastor Simple Stiltskin has to be up there, right?
None could explain the forged documents in her closet. On September 20th, 2024, the jury returned a verdict in 4 hours and 12 minutes, guilty on all 47 counts. Sentencing was held on November 8th, 2024. Judge Millsap addressed Denise directly for 9 minutes before pronouncing the sentence.
Wow.
3 lines from that statement would be quoted in every news report that followed. You did not stumble into this, Ms. Calloway. You engineered it. You selected your victims based on how alone they were in this world. You weaponized their isolation, and you did it while holding their hands, brushing their hair, and telling their families, when they bothered to call, that everything was fine. The cruelty of this crime is not the money. It is the patience. You waited until no one was watching. You forged documents using the stamp of a dead woman, and you filed copies in your own closet as if they were tax returns. You are sentenced to 156 months in federal custody, to be followed by 3 years of supervised release.
Not enough time, guys.
You are ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $891,400. And you are permanently barred from employment in any healthcare, caregiving, or fiduciary capacity for the remainder of your life. Denise Calloway was remanded immediately. She was transported to FMC Carswell in Fort Worth, Texas, a federal medical center that houses female inmates. Bureau of Prisons records list her projected release date as March.
You guys, here's the thing. Once again, the people who are most likely to victimize children, babies, the elderly, and the disabled are women. They talk about us men being bad, but at least most of the time, us men victimize each other, right? Someone who has a fighting chance back, but women, guys, because they're not as strong as us, they always turn their ire to those who are weaker than them, disabled, elderly. It's just crazy. It's sick. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane, guys. Here, let's go to the airport, right here, guys. Who wants to see a B-tub get arrested in the airport, and then we'll shut the scene down.
She was nasty. Them attack the officers at all at any time?
Yeah, I did see the girl in the pink pants, the non-starter, became a fuel to the fire. She did. I would say she did. In my opinion, she attacked the two officers.
Two officers,
Yeah, and that's why I was this. I got. If she even went near that gun, I was going to attack her. Get out of myself. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I would say this. Yes. First of all, they attacked the officer here. That one girl by herself. She was nasty and spinning and kicking and everything, and they did everything kind of trying
Gently,
to stand off.
right.
And so yeah.
Where did you say? Where's the
Damn, this is what the B-dub did to the airline worker's face, guys.
Wow.
Look at that.
I'm getting the info. I'm getting her info now. What happened?
Hello, there was passenger. It was a lot of witnesses.
Jimmy Morrison. He is one of those TSA guys on a bike. That's his contact number. He heard a lot of commotion, caught his attention. He looked over and saw the subject.
Pink. The one in pink.
It's so funny because she has, guys, you see, she has pink hair. How you gonna commit a crime with bright pink hair and expect to not get caught? You know.
One pink, two unknown item. He didn't see what item it was.
What is this stuff? What's this called? This
clipboard.
Display, plastic display.
Display.
Sign display. Plastic sign display. Exactly. No, rescue is supposed to be coming.
Unknown item.
For now, a refund. You're display hitting her in the face. All the thing flying and hitting her in the face.
It's time!
She sounds possessed.
Yeah.
And then they tried to do it nicely and they couldn't.
Got it?
Dumbass.
She's cuffed.
Like I'm cuffed. You talking about my cuff? You clearly see.
Relax.
Hurting me.
Relax.
Just stop pushing my arm up. I'm with you. Give me my phone. Look, do you not see it? Do you not see it?
What a mess.
Relax. Relax.
Your snowboard.
Yeah.
And then how you like them face down, ass up, and them screaming, "Ah, you're in my cervix! You're in my cervix!"
Yep.
That's why he's soundproof to his bedroom walls, dude.
It's in my stomach!
Yeah, you got served.
Give me my phone so I can call my mama.
You're not going to call the one for now, okay? Relax.
Hey Siri.
Relax.
Hey Siri. Get the for me. Get off me.
Hey, we're not
Get
going to
off
get
me.
off you, okay? Relax.
Stop dragging me.
You need to relax,
You
okay?
need to get the out of here, okay?
Guys, look, guys, we'll check this one out tomorrow. Guys, this chick got arrested for banging inmates. Like, this chick's actually really, really cute. Like, what is going on? Why?
Whoa.
Yeah, she got caught. She got over 4 different inmates. What a mess.
Wow.
B-dubs are the absolute
Why does this
worst. Why?
She would have got me because I damn sure would have shot the fuck.
You can do that all you want. You can do that all you want. You want to hurt me at the end of the day. Get the fuck off of me. Like, you, what the right to me.
Oh, the victim.
The fuck? Can you let go of my arm?
Let's take her outside so we're
Okay, then let go of my hand.
Hey, relax. Hey, relax. Hey, relax. Relax.
That's what I really like, C-Grip, when they say that.
Yo. Oh, no.
That's my video right here.
Okay, what's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Relax.
You gotta give me that right. You gotta tell me your badge number.
We'll be on the arrest warrant.
I'm relaxed. He's grabbing me, trying to hurt me.
You keep trying to pull away. Stop.
I'm not. You get, bro. I'm not. Let the.
Yo, snowboard. Then you get mad.
Yeah, pull it closer. Oh.
Yeah, they get mad because you pull them closer and then you pull out. you know they want that baby batter.
Yeah. They want me to put a Joey in her belly. Oh.
Hey, all y'all pig ass, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the race, you black. I swear to God, you're a disgrace. 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 I hate the police. All y'all some. I swear to God, y'all don't help nobody do nothing. All y'all crack a pig ass. And you too. You want to be like these crackers? Okay. Fuck you. It's great. Kiss my ass. And I'm going to burn out.
The women were charged with aggravated battery, resisting arrest with violence, and disorderly conduct. After each posted bond, they were released from jail. Both suspects also received lifetime bans from Frontier Airlines. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real body cam footage and airport incidents.
All right, you guys. I'll set this bad boy down. Guys, there's a couple of them where like these dunderheads shoplift and they get deported. I gotta find those so we can go over those. But guys, is that the Indian ones, AJ? I think so. There was one where this is the one where the guy's wife's is acting up, and he's like, you know what? Her husband, officer, just arrest her. She needs to learn a lesson. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys. We'll be live tomorrow at 5 as usual. Guys, if you want to join the Discord, guys, email me, ajrants@gmail.com. So remind me of what your YouTube name is, and I'll let you in. And yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Bye, guys.
Good night.